Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to Fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams.
And welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryan to my right, your right, everybody's right. I am Eli Moon. We are here for your Thursday on the Inside Edge Network. So happy to be with all of you. Cannot wait to get into it. Jam-packed show, and we are going to get right after it. But Chad B and I, we are excited you're with us. If it's your first time, hello. We are rocking and rolling with you. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow all that great stuff at Inside Edge Net. Of course, Inside Edge Net on all of the socials. You're going to go ahead and check that out across Twitter, YouTube, X, or X is Twitter. You know, I do both of them. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. Go check out Inside Edge Net. And, of course, go check out our website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Read about your favorite personalities like Chad and I. Go ahead and read about everybody from the weekly and daily programming. Everybody does a phenomenal job. Very proud of everybody. And we are happy you're with us, too. Go check out our partners page. W Energy, Monster Moments, SportsMemorabilia.com, Fanatics.com, AlleyRoseFragrances.com, and Omega Video Marketing. Cannot do without them and couldn't do without you at home. So go ahead and go to the merchandise store, grab a hat, a shirt, a polo, a mug, a windbreaker, pack it up, get it ready for travel. Be ready with the InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And have you heard the news? Download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. Go download it, get ready. Locked in with the Inside Edge Network in so many different ways. We are Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversations, news, and everything in between. And we are happy to be with you here every single day from 10 to 11 p.m. 5 daily shows. And we are one of them. We are blessed to be in the lineup, blessed to be with all of you. Chad B, my guy, how are you doing?
I am good, man. It's a little chilly tonight. We were at my daughter at a softball game, so I was a little cold sitting out there. I had a hoodie on. The wind was blowing so hard. I just put my hoodie up. I leaned into it, kept slapping the back of my head. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Just put the hoodie up. It's meant to be. Other than that, I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. How are you?
I am great. I appreciate you asking. It is a little chilly. I called Omar the other day, our morning show host, from 10 to 11 here on Strong Mornings, not weak mornings, on Strong Mornings. And I was talking to Omar. I said, it's chilly. And he said, dude, you're so ridiculous. I said, listen, if it's not like 75 or higher, I have a problem. Today we got close, 72. But yeah. I can't get with it unless it's warm. You know, I need to get a tan, Chad B. I'm looking a little pasty tonight. So we're working on it. But I'm good, man. I'm good.
There you go.
Absolutely. We got a lot to get into. Let's get right after it here. Before we dive into the New York Knicks, I have to discuss something with you. You're not safe. I just want you to know you're not safe. And we didn't go over this before the show, but you're not safe.
Am I voted off the island?
No, we'll start off with a congratulations. You did very well on the Daily Spiral here at 11 o'clock and the top of the hour with Autumn Chisholm. You did a phenomenal job. I mean, Started off with a bang with the Fiji. I mean, you knew that. I mean, very quickly. You knew a half of a couple. I mean, that was impressive.
That's
There
like
were some
50%.
things
Yeah, that's not bad.
I couldn't believe how impressive you were. And then, Chad B, you threw the guys under the bus. You threw the guys under the bus. And you know what? It's okay. We still love you.
Hey.
I'm going to rock with you. You're family to me. But
I was out there all on my own, man. Autumn was staring me down. I had to do something.
So not only did you call out Double A for his comment, but you also called me out.
Well, everybody can see you guys. I don't know if you know that or not, but everyone can see you. Not the viewers, but Autumn can see you. She knew. She can see the comments. She can see you down there.
Yeah, but I think you drew more attention to it than was necessary. I think I was just trying to help a guy out. I saw you struggling. The sweat was dripping off your brow. I was trying to help you out. I didn't want to see you panicked. And then you're like, oh, well, Eli helped me.
And something happened. And even listen, as soon as she asked me the first question, she was like, where does Love Island take place? And I knew it was in Fiji. I knew that. But it immediately got like 15 degrees warmer in the studio. And I guess it was just, man, I haven't taken a quiz or a test in a long time. You know what I mean? Unless it's been like, sometimes my kids will have like their National Geographic kids magazines. I'm like, this little quiz or whatever. Are you a platypus or are you a whatever? And I'll take those, and those aren't too nerve wracking. But yeah, she asked the first question. I was like, oh God, it was rough, man. Woo.
Those questions got a lot harder, and I'll be honest, you did a lot better than what I would have done. I'm glad that was not on the Tuesday docket because, man.
Am I getting picked on? I feel like I'm getting picked on a little bit. Dude, that's okay. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Back-to-back quizzes?
Yeah.
Back-to-back quizzes. You're due up at the top of the hour, and Autumn said she's starting with that, bro.
I might call in sick, bro. You think I can call in sick? And you want to fill in for me on the Daily Spiral tonight? No.
As much as I'd love to, I think I'm going to politely decline. I might at that point heat up the spaghetti my mom had brought over. She made some spaghetti the other day. She brought me some leftovers. I think that's what I'm going to get into at the 11 o'clock hour. I'll watch the Daily Spiral, and you know what? Since you don't want any help, this is all on you tonight.
All right. Enjoy your spaghetti, man. I enjoy your spaghetti. That's all I got. Enjoy your spaghetti.
Sounds amazing. Well, all kidding aside, Chad, of course, will be with you for obviously right now on InsideEdge Primetime and the Daily Spiral. I'll be back producing Midnight Run, so you'll see both of us throughout the evening. Yeah. But let's get into it, pal. The New York Knicks, the 2026 NBA champions, we've been discussing that. They defeated the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games in the 26 NBA Finals, and they are celebrating in New York City. They had the championship parade today. You had Zoran Mamdani, the mayor of New York City. You had James Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks, and all the New York Knicks players and everybody you could think of there. I don't think Danhausen was there. He was not. But there's a lot of people that were there and having a great time, Chad B. It was pretty cool to see New York City tearing it up. And I know they're going to now compare, well, that parade was bigger than Cleveland's. Well, hey, Cleveland is like one bureau in New York City.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a different thing when you it's just a little bit of a difference in population. That's okay though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm having a good time watching the videos. I know me and you and I were talking about the videos and how crazy some of them we decided to leave them out of tonight just because there were some back end being shown, and we avoided those for the night. Maybe you'll see that in the midnight hour, but no back end here. However,
that's my new favorite GIF, by the way, in the group chat. The pointing, and that's back end. Yeah, that's
absolutely. Well, this video comes from Cultured Updates on Twitter.
Yes.
And we're gonna show you just a taste of what what New York City around Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks play, was looking like earlier today during the New York Knicks championship parade. Take a look. Pandemonium. A lot of beeping. I have a funny story real quick, Chad B, about beeping after championship celebrations. When the Cavaliers won their 2016 NBA championship, which is relevant because tomorrow, AA, Kyle and I will be downtown in Cleveland for the watch party of the celebration of Game 7. Hello, Seatown Rocks. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. Always good to see you. And yes, now the Cavs are celebrating their 10-year anniversary. We've been talking a little bit about it yesterday, even on the Daily Spiral. You and Autumn were talking about that. When the championship parade happened, or when the championship was won, I was downtown, rocking out with some friends, celebrating. My sister and brother were with my dad, Papa Moon, and they go, "Oh my goodness, we won!" And during the game, it's so funny because Pops is like, "Oh my God, oh no," and my sister's like, "It's okay, Dad, it's all right." He's like, "You don't understand how bad I need this."
Man,
And,
I get it.
And so they win the championship. The Cavaliers do back in 2016, and my sister's like, "Let's get in the car and beep." Everybody's beeping. And he's like, no, come on. That's all right.
Like that?
I
do it?
No, do you have an old school horn? That's more so like what it was.
Nope. Sorry, man.
All right. We'll try again next time. But, Papa Moon, he was in the, in the phase, just in the zone. And he goes, "No, that's silly. All right, come on." And he got my sister and my brother in the car, and they laid on the horn all around Parma until his horn was out. He lost his horn on his car. And he did not have a horn on his I believe at the time it was a white Dodge Charger. He did not have that horn ever again. He got another car after that pretty quickly, like a few months after. Yeah, I don't know if the horn was.
He horned himself. Wow. All right.
I don't know if the horn was the deciding factor, but that's my story for Cleveland's championship, which we'll celebrate downtown tomorrow. Going to be a lot of people down there. It's going to be awesome. But to pivot back to the Knicks here for a moment, Chad.
Yeah.
That just looks insane, man. They're hanging on street poles, on traffic lights. I mean, you can't. That's like bigger than New Year's. It looks like in New York City.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, it looks like fun. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to disparage it, but I mean, for someone with a little like mild touch of claustrophobia, I don't think that's my scene, man. Like I appreciate the people who are up in the windows of whatever buildings they were going by, and I get that. That'd be a cool place to see it from.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know if I could be pressed up against those metal barriers like that with a bunch of people pushing on me and there's nowhere to go. I mean, if you go past those barriers, Eli, even if you play for the Knicks, it's a little bit of a problem with New York City police. They have whatever. They have the police out there ushering some Knicks players away from certain areas. I'm like, you got to know your team, right? If you're going to go out there and be security for the parade.
Yeah, I did see that. Tyler Kolek.
Who
played over 60 games for the Knicks this year, and he was high-fiving fans, and the security snatched him up, and somebody from obviously the organization looked like grabbed, the security was like, "Yo, like, dude, he is one of the members of the New York Knicks. Like, what are we doing here?" And just crazy, man. And those guys were leaving the float early, man. That was the one difference I noticed. I know the Cavaliers at the time got out and shook hands and whatnot, but they were in their cars or wherever they were on the floats, and the Knicks, however, like Josh Hart escaped the float early. And, I think Zoran Mamdani, the New York City mayor, spent more time on the float, dancing with Karl Anthony Towns and those guys than some of the New York Knicks players, which, if anything, that tells you how beloved they are in that city, where they could just mingle with the people and do their thing. Obviously security probably wasn't thrilled because that's a security risk, but hey, guess what? When you're the world champions, I guess you could do whatever you'd like, right?
Whatever you want to do. We got a Seatown Rock says, I went to the parade in 2016.
Yep.
So it must've been a lot of fun, right? There's a follow-up comment to that.
Asses to elbows.
The logistics of that. I'm having trouble, but unpleasant. 6 a.m.
We say back end Seatown Rocks over here. Back end to elbows. So, oh my goodness. No, but but you're spot on. You're spot on. I went down to the Cavaliers parade with Robert Zicki from the main event here on the Inside Edge Network Sunday nights, and our guy Jack John, who you've seen on the network, filling in for AA on main event. And we had the wise idea that we were going to go down the night before. We went down around 11 o'clock. We went and grabbed, some snacks from Walmart, and we went down there and we camped out from about 2, 3 in the morning, about 1 really in the morning. And we just sat and just chopped it up and chilled. And it was a good time until about, 6 or 7, 8 o'clock came around, and we're like, oh, we're at Mall C where they're going to meet to talk. But everybody else is getting to celebrate with them and everything. We kind of had the wrong idea. So we were in the Mall C, but when they got there, it was so cool, celebrating. I will tell you this, I got a massive sunburn. I don't know, a few hours before, the Cavaliers players started arriving into the Mall C or whatever to talk there about the championship and show the fans some love, I decided I was going to lay down and take a nap. It's shocking to no one here on the network, but I was going to lay down and take a nap. And I said, Jack John, cover my six, watch me. And I put my hat over my face and I took a nap. And I woke up and I still got burnt. And I woke up groggy while I was downtown around like thousands of people.
Was it like a Weekend at Bernie's situation? Did they like walk you around the streets while you were sleeping? You're just like out? No.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was crazy. Rizicki still to this day, I think, has a sunburn around his bandana he was wearing that day. And just insane, dude. Insane. Permanently sunburned. I love it. It was a good time, Chad B. I know I'd imagine you were not down at the 2016 parade because you are claustrophobic.
Yeah, I was not. I watched from the safety of my home. I watched on TV. I watched all that go down. It looked fun. Honestly, a place that I was working at the time provided a vehicle for that parade, so that was pretty fun too. But so we had a little bit of we had a personal little connection to it, but it looked like fun. But again, I don't know. I mean, a bunch of people pushing me up against the metal barrier with nowhere to go. I don't know. I mean, it's not exactly my idea of like a lot of fun. But it looks cool. I mean, I can respect that a lot of people do enjoy that. It's a fun atmosphere. It's a fun environment, right? You're celebrating a championship. That's good. Just not my scene, maybe. That's okay.
I completely understand. I understand it. Now, I will say this. Probably who had the worst day that day, though, on one of the greatest days of Cleveland history, was the porta potties that they supplied downtown. Those porta potties, those were dogged.
Yeah, I'm sure they saw some things that day. Oof.
Oof. A lot of back end.
A lot of back end. Yeah, a lot of back end.
A lot of back end.
A lot of back end.
Did
lose a hat? Did that happen at the parade? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A hat and it got passed back up like it. Yeah, I thought that was good community effort. You can't beat that.
That's what I'm saying. And I had a good
vibes only.
Yeah, and I had a great time. And I'm excited to get down there tomorrow, celebrate down on East 4th, see the Game 7. Good news is we know we won, so we'll be able to not sweat it and just enjoy, all the atmosphere there. It'll be really good. I'll be going there right after the morning show. The guys are going to come scoop me, and we're going to head that way. So very exciting. But, Chad B, we're going to take a quick pause here. We're going to regroup. We're going to let everybody get their caffeine, their dinner, wherever they need. When we go to break here, however, we're going to play some sound from New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, who had a very powerful speech. And, we obviously stay away from politics here on Primetime. That's not necessarily our speed, but this is more about the New York Knicks and the powerful impact they've left on the city right now, where they've rejuvenated, it feels like, the sports life in that city. And Zohran Mamdani had a speech as courtesy of ESPN, their Twitter account. And we're going to play that going in the break. And when we come back, we'll talk about the most popular star in the NBA that's on the move. We'll talk about that and so much more, including, can Chad and I be a cornhole team? Do you think we could do it? We'll talk about that and more coming up here. But this is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryant to my right, you're right, everybody's right. I am Eli Moon, and we will be back right after this.
My fellow New Yorkers, for 53 long years we have watched and we have waited. We have watched from nosebleeds and through gritted teeth, on televisions in the windows of electronic stores, and from projectors balanced on fire escapes. We have watched alone in our apartments with our heads in our hands, shoulder to shoulder at bars where the signal flickers, alongside friends and family who we wish more than anything could be here today, sharing this moment. For 53 long years, we have watched the Knicks and we have waited. We waited as the memory of Willis Reed winning the championship on one leg grew fainter and fainter. We waited as Clyde came up clutch again and again. As John Starks dunked on Jordan and Patrick Ewing dunked on the Pacers. As Bernard King scored 60. As Charles Oakley pulled every rebound within reach. As Spike got in Reggie Miller's face. As Allen Houston put up a shot against Miami that hung in the air for an eternity. as Larry Johnson gave us the 4-point play heard around New York, as Starbury traded threes with Kobe and then sold sneakers every kid could afford, as Nate Robinson stuffed Yao Ming, as the city came alive watching Linsanity, and as Melo lived every Brooklyn dreams when he came home and made MSG feel like the center of the universe once again. We waited without ever knowing if this day would come, and we waited because we knew deep down in our sick, suffering hearts that it would. New York City, this team has done it. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Midnight Conversations was unbelievable. I have Omar, I have Eli here with me, and it was nuts. I hope your Thursday is as great as our Midnight Conversations was last night. Omar, I can barely get through this because that was hilarious.
It's all right. We're just a bunch of jabronis here.
Hey,
Man.
throw up the X. Throw up
Throw
the
up
X.
the X, man. Throw up the X. We're trying to put you over, and you can't get the job done. You got heat with the boys in the back.
Yeah.
Unreal, Eli. Just unreal. But you know who has heat? Maybe
Who's that?
Kyrie. Maybe Kyrie has heat. Or maybe Kyrie has heat with the Cavs because he doesn't want to join his teammates for the championship celebration.
That's true, Double A. But you know what? They may feel like Kyrie's turning heel, but you know who will never turn heel? The Inside Edge Network, because we love you guys. We're always your baby face here as Cleveland's digital leader.
Again, remember to like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net. And we have a new Roku app. Download our Roku app, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And, of course, our partners at Keon Sports. Follow them on our Facebook and YouTube, and their Facebook and YouTube, and KeonSports.com. Tonight, one stream, 3 great shows starting at 10 o'clock with Inside Edge Primetime. Autumn's on at 11 o'clock, and Midnight Run comes your way later on tonight right here on the Inside Edge Network.
And welcome back to Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryan to my right, your right, which would mean that's everybody's right. And I'm Eli Moon. We're back here in the saddle, on the saddle adjacent here on Inside Edge Primetime. So happy you're with us here on this Thursday, a jam-packed Thursday. 3 hours of live programming between us, Inside Edge Primetime, the Daily Spiral with Autumn and co-host Chad Bryan. That's that guy right there. And of course, Double A Anthony out for Midnight Run at midnight. Very excited you are with us for the one stream phenomenon, as I like to call it. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow at Inside Edge Net. Of course, Inside Edge Net across all the socials, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all of the great stuff. Make sure you lock in, hit the notification bell, and know when we're going live daily and weekly. A lot of great stuff there. And make sure you pivot over to InsideEdgeNetwork.com. You can read about all of your favorite personalities, including Chad and I and everybody who does a phenomenal job on the Inside Edge Network. And of course, you can go to our partners page. Couldn't do without them. Omega Video Marketing, W Energy, Fanatics.com, Awesome Moment, SportsMemorabilia.com, and AlleyRoseFragrances.com. So happy that you are with us. Thank you. So go to the shop page, grab a shirt, a hat, a mug, a polo, anything you see that you like, grab it, a windbreaker, pack it away, get ready for summer travel at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And of course, download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. Yes, we are on Roku as well. Go get the Inside Edge Network app, and a shout out to our partner as well, Keon Sports. Anybody tuning in there, hello. If it's your first time, yes, we do get wild from time to time, but we try to keep it together here because the night tends to get unhinged by the time we get to midnight. So we are rocking with you, Chad B and I. And Chad, I got a question for you.
Okay, I might have an answer for you. This isn't about Love Island, is it? So I have PTSD. I'm nervous. I'm still nervous. I know I got another quiz coming.
It was, and I'll pivot. I'll keep it to sports.
All right. You keep it to whatever. It's okay.
If you were a betting man, which I know you're not, but if you were,
really not. Yeah.
Where does Giannis Antetokounmpo end up playing in the 2026-2027 NBA season?
I don't even want to say it because it's okay. So, do you remember when we first started talking, when we whispered Giannis's name because we didn't want to scare him away? Remember we'd say
yes
on the mic?
Yeah. Yes.
We didn't want to scare him away, right? We didn't hit. What's that? Why are these people yelling my name? I told you back then. I said I just, and this was way before anything. This was the playoffs hadn't started, right?
Right.
Playoffs. I said to you at that time that I said I have a sick feeling in my stomach that he is going to end up in a big city. Can you guess? It's got a building in this big city that they call the Mecca of basketball, right?
I got it. Utah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
No. Nobody wants to go to Utah, apparently. No one. We've got college guys opting out. Like, listen, if you draft, just forget about it. I'm not gonna I'll switch to something else. I'm gonna go, I'll sell insurance. I don't want to play basketball. Please don't draft me if you're Please, Jazz. No, don't do it. No. It's a team that they won something big. They had a thing in their city today. I can't think of the name of the city. It's a big one. It's a really big one. I just, man, look, I have this sick feeling he's gonna end up with the Knicks, man. I just do. I feel like so, and it's a lot of things, honestly. So I listen to Kyle when he talks, right? And if the Knicks feel the same way that Kyle feels, maybe they feel like, hey, this core is pretty good, right? But we also had to have kind of a weird lightning in a bottle, generational kind of a run. I mean, they went 12-1 over the last 3 rounds. That's pretty good. but that's not typical. That's not going to happen again, most likely. You're not going to be able to package that up and just do that again next April, May, June, whatever. So I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of pieces that they have the cap room. They have a little bit of, but we've talked to we've ownership says we're not going to the second. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just have this sick feeling in my stomach that he ends up in New York and they somehow get better, even though they would have to gut a little bit of that core. But I don't know. Is it worth it to get better? I think it is, right? I feel like that's where it's going to be. It's either going to be that or a really obscure team, and I just feel like it's going to be New York, Eli.
It's interesting. We talked a little bit about James Dolan's comments yesterday, Chad B, about James Dolan said he will write a big check, but he will not go into the second apron. He can't afford to, which that's a little odd. I'm sure he could afford to. Anyways, James Dolan said he can't afford to go into the second apron.
Bro, if you're poor, just say that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, if you need some money, hit us up. No, but I mean, you hear those comments, and it makes me think that this Knicks team is going to look a lot different. Now, I don't agree with you, respectfully, that he ends up in New York. I think that New York Knicks team is going to look a lot different, but it will not include the Greek Freak. I think, and there's been a little discussion about there's always a sleeper team when it comes to these big trades. Nobody saw Donovan Mitchell coming from Utah to Cleveland. Nobody saw Kawhi Leonard going from San Antonio to Toronto.
Yeah.
So you think about some of these teams and these players that have wound up in spots they weren't really expecting to, which makes me think, Chad B, there's a team we haven't been discussing, and they do not play in the Eastern Conference because all of the talk has been about the Eastern Conference and how Boston or Miami, or you mentioned the New York Knicks and the Cavaliers are in discussion so at some point about Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I think Giannis plays some Western Conference basketball next year, and he ends up in Oklahoma City. I think he ends up with the Thunder. The Thunder have obviously been attached to Evan Mobley in some degree, where they want to see if they can just get somebody that can impact the game and complement Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the rest of their core. So why wouldn't they look at Milwaukee and say Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren will give you a slew of picks and give us a Greek Freak? Because you know what? We got bounced from the Western Conference Finals. We were hoping to go back-to-back, and we didn't. And we want to get back there again, ASAP. And can they do it with this roster right now, constructed the way it is? Sure. They definitely have an opportunity. They were the number one seed. They were a game away from getting back to their second straight finals. But you look at the injury history of Jalen Williams, who I'm a big fan of. Let's be real. Yeah. I like Jalen Williams. I would love for him to come here to Cleveland. But Jalen Williams, he does have some injury history. So if you're Oklahoma City, you start weighing that out, especially when he's due for a contract, a big contract extension here soon. You look at that, and then you look at Chet Holmgren, who shrinked. He shrunk down to about 6'2" in the Western Conference Finals. If you can still get value, which you can if you're Oklahoma City, if you can get that value and then attach some first-round picks, and it may cost you a Cason Wallace as well or somebody like that out of Oklahoma City. Yeah. But that is a slew of young talent that is really proven for the most part and capital, and they get the Greek Freak. And you're telling me that Giannis Antetokounmpo wouldn't want to go to an instant title contender. He would go from not making the playoffs and being a fringe play-in team the last couple of years to being on one of, if not the best team in the Western Conference. So I believe Giannis Antetokounmpo winds up with the Oklahoma City Thunder this offseason.
Okay. I see your point. I mean, I get it. Obviously, they're a great team. Like you said, they're one game away. It's funny how one game away from the finals feels like, well, I mean, now you're 82 games in the playoffs away, right? Like you got to go back through that again. Well, let's be honest. The Thunder aren't exactly catching lightning in a bottle. They're a great team. Right. But yeah, I don't know. It's in my mind goes, well, would you want to be in kind of like a mid-major market like that? I mean, the Thunder don't play like a mid-major market team, but Oklahoma City is kind of a mid-major market. But then he's been in Milwaukee, so I don't know. I mean, I guess the obscurity probably wouldn't bother him. So I just don't know. I don't know anymore. I feel like I knew at one point it was going to be like the Knicks or the Heat, really. And I don't know about the Heat anymore. I feel like the Knicks are in this weird place where they I don't know, they may make a move like that. I mean, I think that even they would have to get rid of some stuff. I don't know exactly. I haven't looked at the contracts and tried to match the money. They'd probably have to get a third team involved or whatever. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of details on that. But I just feel like the Knicks would be willing to get better with a guy like Giannis. But then you look at the Thunder, and I mean, they might need Giannis, right? Like if they're going to they're going to go head to head with the Spurs, you would think, for a few years here. They may need a guy like Giannis to help push them over the edge. I mean, yeah, they were one game away, but like I said, now that it's passed, I mean, it feels like it's further than that, right? It's not just one game now. Now it's a whole regular season. You got to go back to the playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, I could see it, but I don't know. I just have this feeling in my stomach. I just have this feeling the Knicks are going to make that work, and we're going to be sick as Cavs fans, because I don't even know that really. I mean, looking at the money, I don't know that the Cavs really can do it without completely gutting the entire core out. And then you just got a bunch of guys around Giannis, and what's the point of that?
Right, exactly. And that's why I think it makes all the sense in the world for Oklahoma City, because even if they move off of Chet and Jalen Williams and those first-round draft picks, they still have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort. You know, they have a bunch of these guys that stand out that are impact players. You know, I mean, you have a lot of guys on that team that can still make an impact, and I think Giannis complements. He takes the pressure off Shai a little bit, and now you're rocking with two former MVPs, you know, the reigning MVP, back-to-back MVP, and you're looking at Giannis, who's won an MVP, obviously, in his career as well. So that's a scary thought, but I'll tell you this. I'd rather him go to the Western Conference than have to play him to get to the finals.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That makes sense to me, too.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. We'll keep it, our Giannis watch, going. The reports I was seeing, Chris Haynes was actually reporting that he thinks this will go deeper into free agency, possibly, where we're not getting an answer till, about a few weeks from now, beginning of July. I believe July 6th is the free agency start. So we might see it around there, and maybe Giannis waits to see who goes where in free agency.
Yeah. And that makes it like he's got a little bit more control over this whole thing than maybe we want to hope that he has from the outside looking in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'll tell you this, I don't think Cleveland is at the top of his destinations. I don't. As much as it would be nice and we have the capital that Milwaukee's looking for.
Yeah.
I think we have our own problems right now internally. And I don't think Giannis, who, by the way, has beefed with James Harden on the court before.
Yeah.
I don't think this is his top destination, especially if Oklahoma City picks up the phone and calls Milwaukee or New York. I get you with New York too. Just James Dolan's comments about not wanting to spend a ton of money. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I know we're the center of our own universe, but yeah, I don't think he's got us checked on like the top 3 in his list or anything either. I just have a bad feeling about it.
And then we'll cut this, and then like a week later, we'll be like, and Giannis is a Cavalier.
Right, and he's the only Cavalier. They're gonna have to find 11 other guys.
They are the Cleveland Antetokounmpos. Awesome.
Maybe his brother will come play.
Hey, well, that's the deal. Is like you got to bring the brothers. But yes, oh my goodness, Chad B. We will keep an eye on Giannis and where he's going. But we know where we're going. We're gonna go to a quick pause here for the cause. Let everybody grab the rest of their dinner, and I got spaghetti waiting for me here at the top of the hour, so I can't wait for that. But I can't wait to talk some more sports with my guy Chad B. We're gonna get a little silly because it's Thursday. We're gonna get a little fun. Chad B and I have been thinking. We said, okay, we probably could hoop. We probably could throw the pigskin around.
Yeah, a little bit.
Swing the baseball bat.
Yeah,
I know Chad could definitely throw a pitch.
Yeah.
I think we could do these things. However, can we do other sports? And can we do them successfully? We'll discuss that. What sports that aren't in the big 4, and I will put 4 in there because hockey, in my opinion, is part of that big 4.
For sure.
And we'll talk outside of the big 4. What sports Chad and I think we could be successful with. That'll put a bow on our Inside Edge Primetime. But stick with us here on the Inside Edge Network. That's Chad B. And the B stands for Brian. Chad Brian, am I right? You're right. Everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon. This is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. We are back right after this.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's Fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
What's going on, Inside Edge Network? Yeah, this is Omar Klesel from the morning show. We had a jam-packed one for you. What the hell happened to Portugal? I don't know. Well, I actually kind of do know. So you're going to have to check us out for that. We also talked Gutty Mac. Yes, Gutty Mac. We went in depth where he's going to be, what he's doing right now, and where he's going to be at. So check that segment out as well. And Thursday Media Throwback, we had an awesome chat about Tremors. Yeah, if you've never seen Tremors before, check it out. It's a good series. So really jam-packed for you, one for you this Thursday. Make sure you check us out. InsideEdgeNetwork.com is where you can find us. Keep it locked in here. We got a great Thursday here for you.
Hey guys, awesome show today on Unfiltered. Went through a variety of different topics. Talked about the Iran deal being signed by President Trump with one and only Jake Underwood. Great interview. Make sure you guys check that out when you get the chance. Also talked about some good news out of the city of Parma. Finally got that water basin finished over by York and Pleasant Valley. So many people getting flooded houses. Not anymore. Thanks to that, they can breathe a sigh of relief. Some upgrades to the infrastructure. We love to talk about that. Hey, tomorrow on the show, lots of news and notes. We'll talk about the 10-year anniversary of the Cavs championship back in 2016. And it's time. Meme of the Week. Unfiltered Meme of the Week. Right here on Unfiltered tomorrow, 5 p.m. right here on the Inside Edge Network.
And welcome back to Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryan to my right, you're right. Everybody's right. And yes, I would be Eli Moon. That would make us a tandem to come and love here on your 10 o'clock hour on the Inside Edge Network. Chad B, you got a big smile on your face. What's making you smile?
It's just I realize what's coming in about 15 minutes. It's my demise, my eventual demise. I'm gonna get quizzed again on Love Island, and I'm trying to keep up. I'm furiously over here watching, not furious, frantically. I wasn't mad, but well, okay. So this is actually funny. I was watching tonight's episode on my phone, and I had my Bluetooth headphones on because let's be honest, like my kids can't watch that. So I'm in here, I'm like watching, I'm like looking out over the monitor, and there's 9 minutes left in the episode, and I'm like trying to cram for my big quiz at 11. I'm gonna finish class. And we got like a little bit of time, to get ready for prime time, and things are going on. And my phone rings, and it's Eli. I was like, I was like, well, there's 9 minutes left. What? What are you doing? He's like, okay.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I did. Yeah. I was like, I'm watching Love Island. And I'm like, wow, things that should never be coming out of my mouth are coming out of my mouth right now. It was hilarious. I was like, I am becoming like, I'm this hermit in my studio watching Love Island. I got to see the end, man. What are you doing? It's the big ending.
Meanwhile, we had 30 minutes before the show started. I was like, hey, Chad B, I'm about to get in the studio. He goes, what do you need? What do you need? Love Island's going. Yeah. Love Island's on. I was like, okay, dude, I get it, man. All right, you spent one show with Autumn, and now I'm chopped liver. Okay, I get it.
Pancakes over here. I fully leaned into Love Island. I had my Fiji breakfast going on. Whatever.
Yeah. Is Mrs. Bryan watching Love Island with you, or is that a chance?
We're gonna catch up together. I think I'm caught up on tonight's episode, but I'm not fully caught up on the season. I'll be honest with you. Most of what I've learned about Love Island has come from Jersey Chasers. And it's come from, just trying to cram, and like, I'm reading the Cliff's notes over here, bro. Like I've got somebody else's notes from somebody that took the class last year. You know what I mean? And they're like, I'm trying to make sense of there's, it's wild, man. But I'm trying. I'm giving it. I'm putting a strong effort in. I think
you're doing a great job. I just am scared for you tonight because I think those are a few softballs.
You went easy on me last night, and I only got an 80%. Right?
I'm waiting.
Pretty good, but like, I don't know, man.
I'm waiting for the first question to be like, all right, Chad, on episode 3 in the 10-minute mark, what color was Sincere wearing for his shirt? Like, what?
I'm over here like, I'll be Googling like most popular colors of shirts for men. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like gray. I don't know. I'll get something.
Well, again, as I said at the top of the show, you're on your own tonight. I love you, but you got to fight your own battle tonight.
Okay, I was going to ask you if we could work on our signals for down at the bottom. So if you don't know, like when we're in the studio, we can see the people who are like behind the scenes in the studio, right? They're at the bottom of the screen. And last night, Eli was like frantically yelling things, and I was like, "Oh man, he and Papa Moon must not be getting along. Is he trying to help me?" And I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, he's doing this stuff, and he's doing, and I'm like, hey, I can't be for me, right? That doesn't make any sense. What is all that? I don't speak sign language. I don't know it. I don't speak sign language. How do you speak sign language? Well, this is the problem. This is the problem that I'm having. We should probably just move on. Honestly, like I think we all see the problem now. I'm gonna get a 40 tonight on this quiz, man.
Hey, well, you know what? 40's better than 0, buddy. So you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, let's get into it. We got one more thing to talk about here tonight before we hand it off the baton to the one and only Autumn Chisholm for the Daily Spiral, and Chad will start sweating profusely. Somebody get him a towel. Somebody get him a towel. But let's get into it, Chad B. We were thinking here, we were talking, we probably could shoot some hoops.
Yeah.
Throw the pigskin,
Sure.
little baseball, boop. Throw the ball there, and maybe a little bit of hockey. I know neither one of us are very capable of skating, but I think we could. Okay.
Absolutely not. I've tried ice skating before. No. no.
Okay.
I walked out onto the ice in my skates. I got approximately 6 feet away from where you enter to get into the area where you're actually on the ice. And immediately I was like, no, this is where I'm going to die. I'm going to die out here. I'm going to fall, and gravity's going to be no, get me off. And I had to like shuffle back. There are people coming onto the ice. I'm like, move, please. Move. This is not for me. Move. No, it didn't go well at all. It's not well.
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. Your like ice skating experience is like mine. And so maybe not that one. But what random sport could you be good at, Chad B?
Oh man. So I Googled obscure sports during the break because I just wanted to see what Google thought. And I got one here called Sepak Takraw.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one I would not be good at. It's also known as kick volleyball. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen the videos?
No.
Oh my, this is not a sport I would be good at.
Kick volleyball?
Kick volleyball, yeah. Same thing, but you can only use your feet, your head, your knees, and your chest. Hands are strictly illegal. I think they just remove them. You don't even have hands when you play the sport. So it's very serious. There's something called Bossa Ball.
That's when all the CEOs team up and they play some sports.
Yeah, it's like the company picnic or whatever, and they play kickball. It's the Bossa Ball. It's all the bosses.
The Bossa Ball.
The Bossa Ball, yeah. And no, it's a mashup of volleyball, gymnastics, and soccer.
How?
No, I need to see a video. But it says it's played on a specialized inflatable court with trampolines on either side of the net, allowing players to perform massive spike-driven flips. At my age, I'm not performing massive anything anymore.
Except for massive scores on your Love Island quiz.
Yeah, that's it. Massive scores. Otherwise, it's very low-key. There's Gloucestershire cheese rolling. No.
Can you expand a little bit on that one? What's that one called?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a cheese roll. They roll the thing down the hill. It's an 8-pound wheel of cheese. And you got to just recklessly go down the hill. I mean, listen, man, you just forget life and limb, right? You just go down the hill. However you get down. What's the best way to get down the hill, right? A to B. It's just forget trying to run, right? You just lean into gravity. See ya. Like you just roll down the hill and probably break multiple things. But
what would you do?
Not enter the contest.
What would you do for the cheddar, though?
I don't know if I need that much cheese, man. You know what cheese? I mean, cheese will back you up. You got to be careful with that, right?
Oh yeah, especially for lactose.
There's underwater hockey. That's also known as. This is great. You ready? That's also known as octopush. That's awesome. I don't think I need to explain that. You wear masks, snorkels, and fins, and you play under whatever.
Okay.
There's cycle ball that came out of Germany. That's exactly what it sounds like. It says. What does that mean? It's soccer played while riding specially geared fixed gear bicycles that do not have brakes. You use the wheels to dribble and shoot, so that sounds like fun. Isn't that like Rocket League? Isn't there a game that does that? Anyway,
yeah,
like a video game or whatever. I've never played it, but extreme ironing.
That's when you're mad. That's like, let me guess this one. That's when you're mad, like because you forgot to iron your dress shirt for the wedding the night before, so you have to do it in the morning. And you're extreme ironing.
That's when you forget to, and that's when your wife has to do it for you. No, it's listen. This is an extreme danger sport. It says. Where competitors travel to remote, difficult, or dangerous locations, such as while skydiving, cliff climbing, or scuba diving, to neatly iron an item of clothing and photograph the process. So it sounds like just honestly like a lot of social media influencers, to be honest with you.
We could do that one.
Maybe.
I'm scared of heights, though. So the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of heights. I'd be pretty good at darts. Like I'm all right at cornhole. I can throw stuff pretty accurately. So I feel like if you give me a sport where I got to throw something, I'm gonna be all right with it. I'm gonna be okay.
I'm really good at foosball.
Yeah, all right. I'm not good at foosball. Does billiards count? Is that a thing? That's a game. That's not really a sport.
Yeah, but you'd probably get me in that. I mean, that's a good one.
We could do like extreme billiards. Like,
what is a sport anymore? I saw something on ESPN, the Ocho, the other day, and I can't think of the name. I have to figure it out. But they were throwing, those little like suction cup things you throw and they stick together, like you can catch them together and like boom. They were sticking one on like the table.
Okay.
And the whole goal was you had to throw and hook it to the other one. Okay. And me and Papa Moon were like, this is the craziest thing ever. We're not watching this. Okay. And then we sat there for 25 minutes and watched it.
You're never going to watch this. What about like bottle flipping? That's not really a sport. That's more of a.
I think anything's a sport, man. You can't really.
Sport, yeah. I mean,
right now, esports, and I know all respect to esports because it is something that is. You can bet on and all that. But if video games are a sport, then I think bottle flipping's a sport. I mean, that gets pretty serious.
Yeah, when I was in college, we made up a sport. It was more of a game, really, but it could have been a sport. I can't say the name of it, but we had these little wooden rings. I think they were like from the curtains or whatever, from the curtain rods, and we put them all over the floor, and we would try to like throw like beer bottles and get them to bounce back in, like like golf shots. Mm-hmm. It's like it was golfing in a sense, and we called it something golfing, but I'm not gonna whatever. That's another time, another conversation for another time. But yeah, we would try to get them in, and it was like the closest to it one. You had to get like, sometimes we would play like you have to get it in like two different ones or whatever. That was always pretty fun. That was a cool sport.
Yeah. I mean, hey, my question to you is, how do you think we'd fare? I don't drink anymore, so I guess I'd have to maybe they don't let me play, but beer pong?
Okay, yeah. I was beer pong was like a little bit after my time.
Don't show your age. You're 32.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's fine. Maybe just after my emotional time. I emotionally wasn't ready for beer pong, so I moved on.
I was so good at the bounce. The bounce, and you get 2 cups because you bounce it in.
Yeah. I was
Oh.
pretty good with quarters, man. I was like, if I had to give me the right table, forget about it.
You're talking about are you talking about, and then there's another game where you have the cups at the fork. Are you talking about the corners game where you have to throw like, I can't even, dude, I don't, it's been.
Well,
so long.
there's all kinds of variations, but you just bounce a quarter off a table into a cup, and then the other team, we'd play baseball. Forget about it, man. Like I said, you give me the right table, good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good at pool?
I was okay. Yeah, I could hold my own. Yeah.
They spent, and when I say they, I mean there's been multiple attempts of people that have tried to teach me pool. It always ends up with me trying to learn for 30 minutes. Then I get bored because I'm not very good at it, and I go play the karaoke machine. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Chad B. Hey, that's a lot of fun, man. And maybe we'll revisit some more random sports we think we may be good at or should give it a go.
A video of us trying some of these things, man. Yeah.
We might need to sign a waiver first. They may make us sign a waiver, and Pete, they might say, "Hey, you guys can definitely try these sports, but it is on yourself. Like if you guys get hurt,
we won't really skydive, but we'll green screen it. We'll just iron some stuff. We'll put some like a fan. We'll be like, oh, it's so windy because we're skydiving, and our shirts will be doing this. But it'll be fine.
The next prime time will be us in like neck braces. Well, we tried it, folks.
Black eyes, and yeah, that's
Absolutely.
okay. My teeth are missing.
Right. That's going to do it for us. Chad B, a lot of fun. Want to give a special shout out to everybody on the network daily and weekly here. If you're rocking with us, appreciate you at home or wherever you may be across the nation or wherever. We appreciate you for being the heartbeat that keeps us going. And as Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversations, news, and everything in between. We appreciate you so much. I will say this very quickly. Very proud of Papa Moon. It's my dad. I'm very proud of him. We've had a lot of tough conversations over the last couple of months about him growing as a broadcaster. He's never done this before. And I know he can get sick of me at times. Today was one of those days.
Oh, no.
And it's okay because I know he loves me and I know he's developing as a broadcaster. And I just wanted to take the time to thank my pops for putting up with my crazy ass. Because we are elevating here on the Inside Edge Network, and he is definitely an integral part of what we do. So thanks, Pop Moon, for putting up with me, and thanks to all of you for putting up with Chad and I here for this last hour. With that being said, Chad B, we're going to change the studio here, okay? I'm sorry.
Let's find out how we look in red, man. Ready?
Damn, we look good.
Damn. I got to buy more red stuff, man. I got to buy more red.
I don't know, man. I mean, just worry about your quiz, all right? So, with that being said, you ain't off the hook, buddy. But I am. I'm going to eat some spaghetti. That's been Chad Bryan. To my right, your right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon. This has been Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad B sticks around. And, of course, you've been waiting for Autumn Chisholm, the Daily Spiral, coming up right after this.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Welcome to the Daily Spiral, everyone. Chad, welcome back.
I'm back. Did you think I'd be
back? Yes, I did. And I got you early.
Right. All right.
Chad, did you watch today's episode?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to say too much. I'm just going to let the people find out as they find out.
Yeah.
I'm worried on them. So here's where I'm worried. If I say no, I didn't watch the episode, then you're going to be mad at me, right? But if I say yes, I watched the episode, you're going to be like, okay, throw out the easy quiz and let's get the hard quiz out, right? So I don't know what to do to myself here. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm just going to let it ride. You'll have to find out along with everybody else. Did I watch the episode? Who knows?
Well, since you mentioned it, I was gonna save it for the second segment of the show, but we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off with
There's nothing I can say to help myself, is that?
No, you're very confident. So let's start off.
Oh no! All right.
Love Island episode 14 recap. Chad, I want you to tell me one significant event that happened in tonight's episode.
Oh, one significant event. So they let the Islanders vote. They put the guys together and they had to vote. They had the guys pick the girl to go home. The girls picked the guy to go home. Autumn.
Yes.
That was pretty significant.
That was the most significant event to happen this episode.
Yeah.
Other than that, can you tell me anything else that happened in this episode that might be significant?
Well, I mean, so it depends on what you and I and everybody else takes away as significant. Like I think I learned tonight. I don't trust Kenzie very much. Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole. I mean, and this probably is something I'm going back in episode really. But see, look at me. I'm like next year I'm gonna be a producer on Love Island. This is where this is headed. I don't trust. She's kind of like. I don't trust her, man. She's playing the field a little bit, right? And I know that's what you're supposed to do for the game, but I feel like my gut instinct tells me don't trust Kenzie. What else happened? What else happened? Watch them have a little bit of breakfast. I felt like that was significant. So we talked about some of the fake food. You freaked me out with that the other night. I was like, listen, I'm not going anywhere near anything with fake food. Like, what is that? But yeah, I don't know. Am I on the right track here? Or
You
what
are on the correct track.
Okay.
You're very correct. So you did watch tonight's episode.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
So tonight's episode was part filler, part I don't know what to say. So
Part
we
thriller,
are
part thriller, part thriller, right?
yes. So they have done this the last couple seasons. They didn't do it in season 5. They definitely didn't do it in season 4. But the last couple seasons, they've had these recoupling ceremonies, and then the next day they'll have a dumping, which I understand why they're trying to do it, because they're trying to claim the virality of season 6. Season 6 had one of the most insane dumpings I've ever seen. Literally everybody was crying, people were yelling. Somebody was like, "You didn't send 1 home, you sent 3 home tonight." Yeah, it was a crazy thing. So
really?
yeah, so I think the producers are constantly trying to say, let's get another moment like that, and we didn't get that tonight. Honestly, I'm very disappointed in the boys. Because Kenzie was right there. She was right there.
Yeah.
She was right there. That girl has been playing everybody like a fiddle.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for her to get off the island. I'm sick of Kenzie Island. We
And they
know
bought into Sincere's crap. Like, Sincere, I feel like talked them into getting Soul off. And I was like, listen, man, like, everybody knows why Sincere's gonna. You shouldn't, like, you got to know by now, guy, girl, whoever, I don't care who you are. You don't listen to anything Sincere says on this show, right? If he says he wants Soul gone, Soul stays. That's it. Period.
I'm so glad that everybody has clocked Sincere. That man is so disingenuous. And when Soul was like, "Yeah, you definitely didn't tell me you were still interested in Melanie," and he was like, "But I did," and she was like, "No, you didn't. You never said anything." Not only did he never say anything, he never treated Soul like Melanie was still in the back of his mind. He always treated Soul like Soul was the number 1. So that's why when he picks Melanie to Soul, it's an insult, because it's like, well, what happened? Like, you made it seem like it was me and you. And when she was going off on him, I was like, finally, somebody has had enough of his shit.
Yeah.
I've had enough of it.
Same. Yeah. I mean, he's pretty transparent. I mean, you can see right through the dude. And it's funny that you said that when he said that, I never, or when we told her that he did tell her that, and he didn't actually say it. I mean, that's just someone who can't keep up on their own lies. I mean, when you lie so much, I feel like you got to keep covering, and when you're not smart enough, right? It's kind of, it gets tough after a while. And I feel like that's the boat he's in right now. He's taking on water on him. He's taking on water pretty quickly.
Yeah, honestly, and then of course he did the thing where he was like, and I'm like, bro, you're lying.
Yeah.
Like, you're lying. We all know you're lying. And then they both, like, I'm sorry, I'm sick of Metaphor Island. Everybody in this villa uses damn metaphors. If y'all don't just be straightforward on what you want to say,
right,
just be straightforward. I'm sick of the metaphors. It is irritating me. So who is the couple that got dumped tonight? I'm really testing you. Who got dumped tonight?
Well, Soul and Gabe went home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No more Gabe. And I was a little shocked. I was a little bit shocked. I was over here. I'm not gonna lie. I was taking notes. I had Corbin in my notes. I was like, he's gone. He's gone.
I had Corbin and Kenzie. Honestly, for me, it actually, the bottom 3 couples very much should have been Corbin and Kenzie, Melanie and Sincere.
Okay. Yeah.
Zach and Kata.
Yeah. But do you think that part of it is, well, okay, so yeah, the bottom 3 couples, that confused me. That was voted on by America, right?
So America chooses their favorite couple, right?
Okay.
So when they choose their favorite couple, like, they'll compile all the favorite couple votes. So like Trinity and Bryce got a significant amount. Anaya and KC got a significant amount.
Okay.
From what I saw, it was actually a lot of Soul and Caleb. They got a pretty decent amount. So that's why I was confused when I saw Melanie and Sincere. I'm like, I didn't see anybody voting for Melanie and Sincere. In fact, I literally saw most people
Yeah.
vote the opposite. Like I knew
That feels like a producer twist to me. Like, let's throw
yeah,
them in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I knew Kenzie and Corbin were gonna be in there because especially after he goes, yeah, America, try breaking this shit up. I'm like, bet. All right, we're gonna try.
Right. Yeah, don't tempt us. Don't do it.
But
No, I get it.
Gabe and Jen being there didn't make sense. But then when the girls got to the reasoning of why they would dump Gabe, I agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to it and I get it. But listen, I knew they were gonna go in on Soul like that. And I guess I understand. Listen, Soul, it felt like that was for her own good. It felt like she was sort of like phasing herself out. Like she didn't really fit there. And I feel like it's just she's just not really about that nonsense, right? Like and to keep her there and to keep putting her through nonsense. And plus, I don't think you're gonna vote anybody off that you think can win this thing. I think you're going to keep the people around that you think are going to get voted off, and there's some strategy to that, right? Like, hey, I got a couple people. If I keep Sincere here and I keep Kenzie here, when we do the American, whatever, they're going to be next. They're coming eventually. That gives me a week, 2 weeks, maybe whatever. I can stick around. I get a little bit closer to winning this thing, right?
Well, if they wanted to really win, they would have voted Kenzie and Corbin off.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. If you wanted to win, you would have voted them off.
Yeah.
Because they're the couple that is the flimsiest. Kenzie wants to jump and hop to everybody. Corbin wants to kiss everybody. He wants to ask all the girls for kisses. I would have voted for Kenzie and Corbin. They're the couple that, like, hey, they're not here for serious reasons.
Yeah.
Gabe and Jen seem to like each other.
Yeah.
They did some stuff in the bedroom once again, which super weird around a bunch of people. And
maybe one day I'll be old enough to understand what you're talking about. But yeah, it's for sure.
And then Caleb and Soul has kind of had like the rough end of it because the only person who's been remotely like interested in her is Sincere, and Casey was kind of interested in her, but he couldn't really explore because then Anaya got mad. And then Caleb, of course, was played with by Kenzie. So I'm still confused on why the guys chose Soul, because especially the comment that Casey made when he said, and they said, well, if we keep Soul, would you explore her? And he said, honestly, yeah. So when you say that, why would you get rid of her?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what we missed. A lot of that conversation. We didn't get that whole conversation. But I heard Sincere going in on her, and I was like, of course he wants her gone. Like she has like called him on his nonsense. She checked him right to his face. Which I was like, all right, okay, so like, all right, I get it. But yeah, it was kind of fun to watch that. But yeah, I don't know. Of course he was going to go in, but I'm not sure. But also in a weird way, like I kind of knew it was going to be. I knew he was going to like sway them and talk them into voting for her. I just knew it. As you know, as insincere as he is like he's very persuasive. It feels. I don't know why, but yeah, people listen to him for some odd reason. We all know somebody like that.
Yeah, honestly, just so strange. This is such a strange season. Now, I know people have called it Couples Island, Closed Off Island, whatever. I'm just gonna say this. Love Island works when you have an equal amount of crazy on both sides. So you have to have a number of couples that are very strong. You have to have couples going into Casa Amor that you're like, okay, if they go into Casa Amor, is this couple going to break up or are they going to be strong?
Yeah.
So you have to have that. And then you have to have a number of couples that are very chaotic, very crazy of like, yeah, no, Casa Amor comes, they're not lasting. We know this. That's the formula that works on this show. Last season, we didn't have any stable enough couples to where Casa Amor was going to work.
Gotcha.
Like, not everybody really liked each other. They were still playing Dora the Explorer by Casa Amor and still after Casa Amor. This season, it's too many of them that are closed off. I fully understand Soul when she was like, shoot, I'm glad to be going home. She was like, you just did me a favor because y'all want to play Couples Island.
Yep.
And that's true.
Yep.
Because you're robbing yourself of an experience and you're not having fun.
It's so hard for me to look at. I look at this from the perspective of a person who's been married for quite some time, and I just can't I can't adopt that mindset, right? So to me, everything is crazy. I'm like, wow, wow. I just keep going, wow. And I saw the pancakes, and I was like, wow, because it was real food. But yeah, I don't know. I was shocked, and man, poor Caleb, right? He just got the short end of the stick really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
that was hard. That was tough to see. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, and for some reason, when I first started the episode, I think Kenzie looked familiar to me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna we'll pay attention to see. And I was like, oh no, no, she's awful. Like, I mean, and I guess that's kind of the point of the game. But man, she was. Oof.
Kenzie's actually been a little exposed. There was a girl who went to school with her. I think went to college with her because she loves to tell you that she went to nursing school. Girls, don't go to her nursing school. She can't tell you what 20/30 vision is. Okay. One of her teachers literally came out and was like, everybody saw that conversation and just was like, oh my God, no, that's terrible. But the way she was moving in the villa is, I guess, the way she was moving in real life when it came to this girl. And I'm just, like I said, I'm sick of Kenzie Island. I want Kenzie Island to be done. I want the chaos of Casa more because all of these men are going to fold. Now, next episode, tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
And we probably won't talk about it until Monday because, as you guys know, I will not be in tomorrow because I will be in New York.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's episode, we get the fallout of tonight's episode. So there won't be any Casa more tomorrow. We won't get Casa more till Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll get the fallout of tonight's episode tomorrow, and we see that the girls are standing on their decision.
Yeah.
And specifically, Zach and Bryce are not very happy with the girls because they don't understand why they would choose Gabe.
Yeah.
Now, again, I saw them choose Gabe, and I understand why they chose Gabe because that man has not a serious bone in his body.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I was just I'm just shocked that Sincere was safe, to be honest with you. I'm shocked. Going into the before I knew that we were going to learn about America's favorite four couples or whatever, four favorite couples, I just thought like he's going home tonight. Like if somebody goes home, and I didn't know, I was like, he's going home. He's got to go home. He's gonna go home. And then I started learning about Kenzie, and I was like, she's going home. I was like, Kenzie's definitely going home.
I'm gonna just say this. Neither Sincere and Melanie nor Kenzie and Corbin are making it to the final. They're going to be dumped before the final anyway. So
I think I agree with
I would
that.
say just enjoy your last week or so. You're going to be dumped pretty soon. We're going to get the Casa girls and Casa boys in here over the weekend. But when we come back from the break, because we're going to go to break, when we come back, we're going to talk about the 2016 Cavaliers again because we have more developments on this reunion trip. And it's getting a little messy. It's getting a little messy, Chad. But you guys are watching this here on the Daily Spiral on Inside Edge Network. We'll be back.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Daily Spiral. Chad, tomorrow is the 10-year anniversary of the greatest day of a lot of our lives, the 2016 Cavaliers winning the championship. And of course, we talked about it yesterday, but the reunion trip is in full swing. The group is currently in Scotland on a golf trip. But today we learn a little bit more. Now, we talked about Kyrie Irving a little bit as well yesterday and him not being there. J.R. Smith told people in the comments he was invited but ghosted them all. And today we get a little bit more info in the comments once again. J.R. Smith and said, but y'all won't post Kyrie at a basketball camp with kids on the same day. J.R. Smith said, was it the same day, champ? Richard Jefferson then responded to a different comment, said, everybody bashing Kyrie, but when y'all ever seen him golfing? My people invited me on a trip to the mountains. That ain't my cup of tea, so it wasn't reasons for me to reply. Life be simple most times. Richard Jefferson said, we're headed to San Tropez and Dilly and Shump are meeting us there. This is messy. This is so messy.
This is messier than Kenzie and Caleb, man. Like, what is going on with So, Autumn, let me ask you. Like, if someone invited me to the mountains, I don't know what I'm doing in the mountains. Like, I don't need thinner air. I'm not necessarily a climber. I'm not going to rappel. I probably wouldn't go on that trip. But you're not just going to ghost your friends, are you? Like, if your friend group said, "Hey, we're going to the mountains. Come with us," I'd at least give them like a, "Hey, the mountains really aren't my scene. Like, I'll catch you the next time around. Like, we'll whatever. Much love.
Yeah.
Have fun, but yeah, you're not going to ghost them, right?"
No, or you could still go on the trip and figure out something to do. Look, my best friends, I love them to death. They took me on a hiking trip. I didn't enjoy hiking after this trip. Every trip we've taken since then, we don't hike because we learn what to do and what not to do. We also have learned when you go on a trip with people, certain people like to do certain things, other people like to do certain things. And we've seen on that trip that it's not just golfing. Like, they've drank wine, they've had dinner, they're reminiscing, they're having fun. And like, this idea that Kyrie is doing something so much more special because he's running a basketball camp is so ridiculous.
Yeah. That camp would probably run itself. I'm sure he could have taken a couple of days off early or arrived late or whatever the case would have been. you know, championships in the NBA aren't a dime a dozen. You would think that you would relish the opportunity to get back with your teammates and kind of enjoy this. But I mean, he really must have been bitter and angry here, Autumn. I mean, this is the only thing that he really just must not have been happy at all.
My thing is, I've been thinking about his time here, and I was thinking about like when LeBron first got here. He did not seem like when he was here by himself and he was the number one guy. I'm not gonna say he was ecstatic. He definitely wasn't ecstatic because they were losing, but he wasn't. He didn't carry this animus that he does now. Like the animus that he does when it
Yeah.
comes to like Cleveland, the Cavaliers, that team, he just carries something within him that's just like he feels like he's better than them. Like even like we talked about it yesterday, the way he left was disgusting, was gross. And he
Yep.
said, yeah, I get to play in a real sports city now. Are you kidding me? Like Cleveland is a top 10 sports city.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I don't know if it gets much more of a sports city than Cleveland. I mean, you want to talk about fans that'll stick with multiple franchises, even though you have very little to really hang your hat on when it comes to titles. Um, yeah, Cleveland is a sports city, 100%.
Yes. Now Richard Jefferson didn't respond once again. Um, and somebody said, "Where's Deladova?" And he said, "On his way."
Man.
Now we look, the other point guard on the team, Delly, loves Cleveland. He was
Yeah.
literally here during the playoffs. He has
Yep.
he has embraced us. He doesn't even live in the country anymore. And
Yep.
so it's just such a weird thing where Kyrie is just like like the more he does stuff, the more it's just like glaring. And it's
Yeah.
just more and more like you're bitter about something.
Mhm.
Just tell us what you're bitter about. And I don't care what people say. People are like, "Oh, he's going to remember the memory of helping a bunch of kids out versus going on a golf trip." Be serious. Be
And I
serious.
get it. His priorities are in the right. Okay, fine. You want to help the kids out? That's great. But again, this camp, he could have dipped out early. Don't act like this camp is the reason that he's missing it, right? That's not it. I think this goes all the way back to the day that we heard that LeBron was coming home, and I'm sure they knew before we did. It was a huge shot to Kyrie's ego. It told him that the franchise that he had, been drafted by and had I don't know, he played here for a few years and nothing really happened, right? They weren't winning. But it
No.
told him that that franchise viewed him as not the number one guy, and maybe not even the 1B, right? He was the number two. He was the clear number two. We're bringing LeBron back. This is what we have to do to win a title. Everyone's excited. And then everyone forgot about Kyrie, and he wasn't getting that attention anymore. He wasn't getting that the strokes to his ego any longer. And I think this is, I mean, it all goes back to that moment, I think. And that's unfortunate because, I mean, it's the NBA. Uh, there are a lot of great players, right? It's okay to be a really, really good player. It's okay to be a great player and still not be the number one option on your team. I mean, I get it. Everybody has an ego. Everybody wants to be the guy. But yeah, I think this goes
Mhm.
back to that moment for Kyrie. It hurt his feelings. And listen, you can get your feelings hurt. I get it. I understand, but that's it. That's the moment.
It clearly was because I remember that 2014, 2015 team. They
Yeah.
bought in David Blatt. They were going to have a really, really young, exciting team. They were going to have Andrew Wiggins and Delly and all of them. And Kyrie was going to be the leader and he was going to take the next step. And when LeBron comes in, everybody knows that everybody who has had LeBron in their city knows that when he comes in,
Mhm.
everything just blows up.
Yep.
Every little thing you do gets blown out of proportion. Everything you do is like magnified by
Yeah.
20. So you got to think with him, the way he was playing, he could get away with more stuff when they were losing. He didn't have to play every game. He didn't have to do as much. He didn't have to be number one. He
Yep.
could have been like he didn't really have to do much. And then when LeBron came back, it was like, "Oh, Kyrie wants to take a game off. Why are you taking a game off?
Yeah. Feet
What
to the
what's the
fire,
need?"
accountability. Yeah. All of it. Yep.
Because remember that the first playoff series where he had like a was it like a bone bruise in his knee or something like that?
Yeah.
Like something was wrong with his knee, but it wasn't anything like earth shattering.
Yeah.
And I remember LeBron was like, I had to tell him just to play through it. I had
Yeah.
to teach him to play through it because he was just so used to not playing through injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he came out of Duke with the toe, right? I mean, this was our first taste of Kyrie Irving. Like, we didn't know how effective or how much he would, what we didn't know because he played so little at Duke because of the toe. I don't remember if it was a turf toe or exactly what happened, but yeah, I mean, that was the first kind of knock on him is like, well, we don't really know where his toughness level is because, he had this injury and it immediately shut him down. He didn't play through it. He didn't do anything. So yeah, that was the first knock on him. And, listen, he contributed to the title as much as, anybody here. I don't want to take anything away from him. I think it's a little bit of revisionist history when people go back, well, you wouldn't have won the title without Kyrie. He hit the shot. That's the whole reason for the title. Okay. Yes, he did hit the shot. And yeah, he had some huge games in those finals. Of course he did. But to say that we could have done it without LeBron here is insane. No. It's insane. No. That wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have been in the finals. They wouldn't have been in the playoffs, most likely. So, yeah, and I think that just again, I mean, we talk. I think a lot of people use the analogy Batman and Robin, right? And Kyrie he became Robin when Batman came back, and I don't think he liked it. And
no,
sometimes I think you just shut up and you go about your work and you win championships. They could have won multiple championships here, especially when they brought Kevin Love in and made it Love Island. Huh? But no, I don't know. I think they had a great thing going. They had a nice core. And then, Kyrie's ego blew it up and what happened in 2018 happened. And then that was it.
Yeah. I think about if the Warriors would have never went and got Kevin Durant and that 2017 finals was the finals that was going to decide who was like clearly the better team. And then they got Kevin Durant and that just kind of was like, well, Golden State was clearly going to be the better team because you were literally the most winningest friend. Like you literally won the most games in a season.
Coming up with 73 wins. Yeah. Then they add Kevin Durant. That was ridiculous. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. So that was something that we all kind of knew was going to happen. But even then that season, I think about it. I'm like, you could tell Kyrie's heart, like that last season just wasn't in it anymore.
Yeah.
And you could tell that he just was not like focused enough.
Yeah.
And when he forced his way out, because I also remember like LeBron kind of blamed the franchise for how they handled it. And I'm like, as someone that worked for the franchise at that time, it was very much Kyrie. It was not a franchise decision. It was very much Kyrie forced himself out of Cleveland.
They wouldn't have wanted to trade him for any reason unless he made it, inevitable. I mean, he really did. I mean, you had to trade him. You had no choice.
Yes. Now, getting Isaiah Thomas back was so bad. Yeah. So bad. Trade in hindsight was so terrible. Awful. Still made the finals, but so terrible. And even then, Kyrie didn't even play. He didn't even play for Boston because he got hurt again.
Unbelievable. And then his time in Brooklyn was wild. Like it just, he just, I don't know. He's had trouble focusing, I think, since that first day we brought LeBron back here. And for whatever reason, Kyrie just has never been the same.
No. Now, Richard Jefferson and J.R. Smith were on Richard Jefferson's YouTube show. If you guys don't know, Richard Jefferson has a very, very popular YouTube show called The Richard Jefferson Show. And he has been doing these like interviews with people from that series. So he did one with Amon Shumpert. He just did one with J.R. Smith. He's done one with Kevin Love. He did one with Andre Iguodala. I think he's supposed to do one with Draymond Green. But the one with J.R. Smith has been interesting because we do get a little peek behind Game 7. I wanna talk about this a little before we go to break, and then we talk about some other stuff after. He talked about Game 7 and how Ty Lue came up to LeBron and said, LeBron, I need you to do more. And they all looked at Ty Lue like, what are you talking about? He was like, LeBron, I just need you to do more. I'm like,
this dude is human. Stop it. What was he going to do? That's wild.
I'm like, he was literally at his peak powers. What else was he going to do?
Yeah, putting up like 44 points, like 18 rebound, 12 assist games. What do you want me to get 10 block shots too? Like, what do you need me to do on the floor that I'm not doing? That's wild.
I'm pretty sure LeBron in that series scored almost 200 points. in that series.
Yeah, he was
He
amazing.
was a superhuman in that series.
Yeah.
And Ty Lue came up to him and was like, "Yeah, we need you to do a little bit more." Like, what?
I need you to do more. What? That's wild. It's wild.
Just
Dysfunction at its finest.
Yeah, and well, they also talked about Richard getting waived, and Richard was like, "Yeah, I knew my time was up when they brought in D Wade, and they sat me down, and they were like, so Richard, we have something to tell you."
Yeah.
I think that 2018 Cavs team is just like a fever dream, just a fever dream of like, what the hell, like what was that team?
Right. And it came off of like the absolute pinnacle of the sport, right? Like it'd be different if they were struggling and trying to find something, but they were at the pinnacle. They beat the 73 win team. Not only that, they came back from 3-1, first team to ever, only team to ever do it still. And then you're right. It's wild. Like, how did we get here so soon? How did we get to this? It was bad.
It was so bad. I remember that finals. That finals was so embarrassing. We don't even have to relive it.
Nope.
When we come back from the break, we're gonna take a break. Double A is gonna do his crack show in about 40, not even 40 minutes, not even. I guess he's gonna be a big back again. But when we when we come back, we are going to talk about the World Cup, and we're going to talk about something I found surprising. There is a country in North America that is not embracing the World Cup, Chad.
Mm.
We're going to talk about it, and somehow, some way, that country also just had one of the best games of the whole World Cup. Very strange. But you guys are watching the Daily Spiral. Keep watching, keep loving us. We'll be back pretty soon.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
What's going on, Inside Edge Network? Yeah, this is Omar Klesel from the morning show. We had a jam-packed one for you. What the hell happened to Portugal? I don't know. Well, I actually kind of do know. So you're going to have to check us out for that. We also talked Gutty Mac. Yes, Gutty Mac. We went in depth where he's going to be, what he's doing right now, and where he's going to be at. So check that segment out as well. And Thursday Media Throwback. We had an awesome chat about Tremors. Yeah, if you've never seen Tremors before, check it out. It's a good series. So really jam-packed for you. One for you this Thursday. Make sure you check us out. InsideEdgeNetwork.com is where you can find us. Keep it locked in here. We got a great Thursday here for you.
Hey guys, awesome show today on Unfiltered. Went through a variety of different topics. Talked about the Iran deal being signed by President Trump with one and only Jake Underwood. Great interview. Make sure you guys check that out when you get the chance. Also talked about some good news out of the city of Parma. Finally got that water basin finished over by York and Pleasant Valley. So many people getting flooded houses. Not anymore. Thanks to that, they can breathe a sigh of relief. Some upgrades to the infrastructure. We love to talk about that. Hey, tomorrow on the show, lots of news and notes. We'll talk about the 10-year anniversary of the Cavs championship back in 2016. And it's time. Meme of the Week. Unfiltered Meme of the Week. Right here on Unfiltered. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Right here on the Inside Edge Network.
All right, welcome back, guys, to the Daily Spiral. Chad, the World Cup is going on. Now, I've talked about this all week. My favorite trend of the World Cup so far is everybody embracing American culture. And when I say embracing American culture, I mean by going to Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Waffle House. The love for American food and Walmart has warmed my heart. In Mexico, we got Korean people and Mexican people together drinking, singing BTS,
Yes.
being like just so great. And then we have Canada.
Yeah.
In Canada, I don't understand what's going on with you. So Canada, certain people have been like, you know what? We've heard from Mexico, we've heard from the States. Let's check on Canada. Why is Canada not messing with the World Cup? These people don't like that the World Cup is in Canada. What is going on, Chad?
I think they don't want to be affiliated with us. Listen, they've got, we're telling them we're going to make them the 51st state, right? And they're like, whoa, we don't want to hear that, right? That's not what we're doing here. There's all kinds of trade stuff going on. There's political stuff. I don't know. I think a lot of people might've seen this coming. Like I found articles all the way back to 2025, almost a full year ago, back in July of 2025, that Canadians weren't super excited to be hosting the World Cup and to be affiliated with us. But to piggyback on some of the positive stuff that you've said, did you see the TSA had to make a statement on ranch because apparently there's no ranch dressing anywhere outside the United States. So people from overseas, they're packing ranch away and they're trying to sneak it onto planes or whatever. Ranch is pretty good. But I did see not Team Norway, but the Norwegian fans doing the row up the escalator. The Scottish fans singing at the Red Sox game. I mean, there's been so much like warmth and goodwill and together, and people just celebrating the right way. But yeah, Canada not happy. You're right, not happy.
Yeah, they're not happy. Which is so weird because you would think like having a team that just beat Qatar 6-0 and having the second game with a hat trick would be like, oh my god, yes, y'all, this is so great. No, you got their fans being like, we don't want a World Cup here. We don't even like soccer. We're a hockey like country.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? America is a football country and not the football you kick with your foot. But like you see America embraces. Look, there were people who didn't even know that America had a World Cup team.
That's not good.
There were people that didn't even know that
that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, they didn't even know that America qualified for the World Cup.
I mean, you have to be generally aware, right? I mean, this is like not knowing that we have an Olympic representation. So you got to know. I mean, this is the Olympics of soccer, right? Like this is as big as it gets.
Yeah, this is the biggest soccer competition outside of the Olympics and maybe the like UEFA Cup. But like
Yeah.
it's just honestly like I've just had so much fun watching like Americans trade cultures
Mhm.
and just everything happening.
Yeah.
Now, there are some other stuff that is happening. So, Atlanta Dream beat the Indiana Fever tonight. Angel Reese had her 10th double-double
Okay.
of the year, 60 double-doubles in her career. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. She is like crazy good. We also had some new rules for Major League Baseball's home run derby that came out today. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna recite them real quick.
Okay.
It's very weird what they decided to do. If
Mhm.
I can find the post real quick. Also, Wimbledon welcomed Serena Williams back. If you guys don't know, Serena and Venus will be playing as a wild card in Wimbledon,
Amazing.
which
I
is
said
crazy.
to my wife, yeah, I said we talked about this last night, and I said to my wife because it was Venus Williams' 46th birthday yesterday. I'm about to turn 47, and I thought if I dropped my tennis racket and had to bend over to pick it up, I would probably lose a hamstring. That's why it would be on the ground. I'd have to have someone come get it for me because I can't get all the way. I'm 6'3". I can't get all the way down there, right? That's really far. And she's playing in Wimbledon at 46, and I can't play a pickup tennis game over on the clay courts or whatever. And I forget about it. Yeah, I can't do that. Nope.
Also, I learned today that she has 4 gold medals, which is crazy.
Yeah.
She has 4 gold medals. That's
Unreal.
crazy.
Just unreal.
So
They're
that
so
means
talented.
that means she has at least 2 doubles and 2 individual gold medals, which is again crazy.
It's insane. Yeah.
Just nuts. So, okay, so these are the rules for the home run derby this year. The new format as follows: 8 participants. The top 4 advance to round 2, 20 swings in round 1, and 15 in the final 2 rounds. A player who hits a home run on his final swing in any round can continue until he records an out or wins the round.
Okay. All right. I guess they're trying to create a little bit of urgency and maybe not. Sometimes it goes on a long time and people I think maybe lose a little interest. I guess if you keep hitting home runs, there's no whatever you can save yourself. That's fine. Yeah, just maybe leave this stuff alone. I mean, there's also a proposal in Major League Baseball right now to make high schoolers ineligible for the draft. So I feel like Rob Manfred is just reaching for things. Is there anything that I can propose that I can say that's going to make me popular? I mean, it's anything that I can do that's going to be considered, a positive thing. That I don't. He's just left such a negative. The only good thing I think is the pitch clock that's happened since Rob Manfred has taken over. That's the only good thing. And I hated that at first. I'll be honest with you. I was like, no, what? I'm a pitcher. If I'm going to walk around the mound and look around, whatever. Give me time. But then I also like to work quick because you don't want the batter to think about the last pitch. So you want to try to get in there and work quickly. So at least it moves the game along, and I think it helps pitchers a little bit. So I'm a pitcher. I'm okay with that. But otherwise, everything Manfred has done has been negative. Everything. It's wild.
I mean, this is a man who literally told a team, I'm giving you immunity so you can tell me that you cheated. And then when they told him that he cheated, he literally was like, oh, I didn't expect them. He didn't expect. Honestly, I still think about that Houston Astros team and what they did. But yeah, I guess they're trying. Look, honestly, Major League Baseball has a problem. The problem is that they refuse to just integrate themselves into technology and anything not very stale. I don't think this is gonna help the home run derby. Honestly, the home run derby to me is kind of boring. It's been boring for a pretty long time. Like
I'm a huge baseball guy, and I can barely watch it.
I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport. I can't do it anymore, Chad. I literally sit there and I'm like, this is so it's aggravating. And I know they've tried with ABS. I know they've tried so much stuff, but it's just like I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. It has been just one thing after the other, and I'm just like, I know you want to try. I know, like, we're trying to throw stuff at the wall, but it's just at this point, whatever.
Yeah, at this point, I'd rather see them try to switch to like a golf format and just do a best ball. Like, we'll do team home run derby, and whoever hits the longest home run, that counts for something. Whoever hits the most, that's weighted for something. Anything but what they're doing. It's awful. I agree with you. I love baseball, Autumn. I mean, I played baseball for years. I have a hard time with the home run derby. It's very boring to me. I'm sorry. It is.
The game in general. Like, I get they're trying to fix it with the thing with the ABS, and they tried with pitch clock. The pitch clock has worked. They've also tried with the runner on second. During the extra. It's just they've tried so much that it's just not helping and it's not sticking.
Well, and when you tinker, you don't know what works and what doesn't. You just keep changing everything. You got to stick with one thing for a while. And if that,
yeah. So that's pretty much it. And then Nick Chubb came out today. He did an interview. He's talked about Cleveland. He kind of said never say never. I really don't look. The Browns are the Browns. They fucked up that Nick Chubb stuff. That's all I kind of got to say about the Browns. Like, honestly, it's the off season. Like, they really can't do much else to piss me off. I mean,
don't say that. Don't say it. Find wood to knock on. Don't say. They'll find a way. Autumn, they'll find a way. It'll come down Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday at 4:00 will come the press release from the Browns that will piss you off more. I promise you.
Yes. But Chad, it's time for the good spiral and the bad spiral.
All right.
Good spiral. The spiral that you need to go down, the rabbit hole that you need to embrace. Once again, I'm going to choose the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. That is the best spiral to go down. That is the best rabbit hole. You will get drama. You'll get intrigue. You'll get tears. Watch the movie Believeland. Watch all the documentaries. Watch the full Game 7. To have your hands sweat, to have your armpits sweat, to have the bottom of your feet sweat, to get up and walk around and say, oh my God, I can't believe this actually happened 10 years ago. Go down that road.
Yes, minus the 10 years ago, that was me last night on the quiz. All the other, the sweating and the walking around, yes, that was me last night. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace the good spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Now the bad spiral. The spiral that I don't want people to go down. Don't go down this rabbit hole. Save yourself. Don't do this to yourself. And the bad spiral today goes to a man named George who looks like a foot, who was on the UK version of Love Island. So I don't know if you guys know this, but the UK version and the US version of Love Island are airing simultaneously, guys.
All right.
Yes. So UK airs earlier in the day. US airs later in the day. 5-hour time difference. Like,
all right, yeah.
Yep. A contestant by the name of George was brought in as a bombshell. The man literally looks like a foot.
How do you look like a foot? Does he have toes on his head? Like, what does that mean?
He's ugly.
Okay,
He's ugly. Right. I'll put a picture in the I'll show you guys. That man is ugly. When I say ugly, I mean ugly.
Oh no, George, come on, man.
This is George.
That's Zach Wilson. That's not George.
Real. He is ugly. Well, George.
Oh, George, man.
About 2 weeks ago, he was the first bombshell in UK. He was either the first or the second.
Okay.
He left the villa in the UK, which they're in Mallorca, Spain. So he left the villa in the UK and said, it was for personal reasons. It was for family reasons. That's the reason why. Everybody was like, oh, okay, cool, like, whatever. Then he went on this whole press tour, essentially being like, yeah, this was like, I had my time in the villa, essentially just kind of talking shit about everybody. Well, it came out today that George was actually kicked out of the villa because he said an offensive racial term.
Oh, George.
To one of his castmates. And then on top of that, one of his family members also did just happen to be sick. So he was already getting kicked out for saying a racial slur. And then he proceeded to just then tell the entire UK media, yeah, it's because this family member is sick, because that's why I had to go home. he got kicked out because he was racist.
Nothing like looking like a foot and being an ass. Oh, well.
Again, this is what this man looks like. Hold on. This is what this man looks like. That's what George looks like.
Oh, wow. George. Back to your mom's basement, George.
Please get out the island. Get off the island. Get away from me. Get out of my life. But Chad, we have come to the end. Chad, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you watched tonight's episode of Love Island. You did great on your test. Next week, you have to be prepared because Casa Amor is next week. So next Wednesday, I will be quizzing you, especially because there will not be an episode.
Right.
So come prepared.
All right, I'll be ready. Autumn. I'm ready.
You got 4 days worth of shows. Actually, technically 5 because you got to watch After Sun now. So you got 5 days worth of shows to watch. And I will be quizzing you on those 5 days worth of shows.
I'm ready. I'm hooked now. I told you I got mad at Eli when he called earlier. I don't know if you saw that. I had 9 minutes to go. Eli calls me. I was like, what are you doing? It's the end of Love Island. Man, call me back and I'll see you in the studio. Like, forget the show. Just forget it. I got Love Island, man. Like, what are you doing? It was kind of funny. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. So here we are. I'm going to lean into it.
Yes. Also, Monday, we're bringing you a special episode of The Daily Spiral. Myself, Double A Anthony Alford, and Christy from Jersey Chasers will be watching and live reacting to one of the Casa Amor episodes. So please tune in on Monday at 8 o'clock. Well, 8:30, 8:40. My Peacock is 8:35. So tune in at 8:30 on Monday. We will be live reacting to the entire Casa Amor episode, but we are about to hand it over to Double A and Eli for Double A's Crack Show, The Midnight Run. Chad, I had so much fun, but we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, we're getting kicked out. Thank you guys for watching The Daily Spiral. You made my first week so much fun. I will see you on Monday.
Oh, you're not safe, buddy. Listen here.
Oh, no.
Listen here. You're not safe. You're not safe. You're going to call me out like that, like I wasn't sitting there the whole time?
It's not another quiz, is it? There's not a... Do I have to...
No, I got something for you. We only got 3 minutes till Midnight Run. Now you got to go. I got things to do. All right, get out of here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I might get sued for that, but it's okay because coming up in just a moment after these words from our partners, it is the man, the myth, the legend. He stands at a tall 6'5", and his voice is even stronger. Let's talk with Double A Anthony Alford right after a word from our sponsor. Stay tuned.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife, Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Midnight Run. Glad to have you with us. There's a lot of things I'm pissed at about. Let's get right to it. My Love Island complaints coming up in like 3 minutes. I just read something from Zach Jackson. And again, we're on the Inside Edge Network. Like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. Download our Roku app, Inside Edge Network. And it's Inside Edge Network. I kept saying InsideEdgeNetwork.com. I'm pissed about that. It's Inside Edge Network on Roku. And then the website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. We're also simulcasting on Keon Sports on their YouTube and Facebook. Check out KeonSports.com for the latest in sports and entertainment. Now, I have plenty of thoughts about Love Island, which we're going to get to in just a second. My apologies. I have not checked The Athletic in a little bit of time. And I came across this article from Zach Jackson of The Athletic, literally while Eli was kicking Chad and Autumn off the air. And I caught this, and it caught my eye, his evaluation of the Browns quarterback competition and his assessment of the quarterback competition. He said here basically, look, Shedeur Sanders improved, as we talked about before. He's improved. But the problem, Deshaun Watson, you know, the Tesla that we talked about, the guy who's going to lead the organization one of these days to glory, looks exactly the same based on the injuries. Looks exactly the same. He's not making progress. And I'm trying to get to, I kept scrolling here. I made a mistake here. Yeah, here's the problem from what I'm seeing. It's like occasionally Deshaun Watson throws good footballs. Occasionally he finds a good target, but then he's throwing it into traffic. He's not consistent. Boy, here it is. I was looking for a quote. I kept scrolling. I'm like, where's the quote? Here it is. Though much of it, much is new and unsettled, it's probably safe to say that Deshaun Watson looked like the same player in his return from a 1.5 year injury. Basically, he looked the same from where he was before with his torn Achilles tendon injuries. Watson seemed healthy and occasionally threw downfield with confidence, but he lacked consistency and too often threw into traffic. Shedeur Sanders seemed to be more confident and accurate, the accurate passer, later in the spring than he was early on. You're going to trout Deshaun Watson out there? He hasn't improved. We're talking 6 effing years, folks. He hasn't improved. I mean, I'm not surprised, but go figure. Go figure. Once you're facing the ones on defense, once you're facing the elite players on defense, and once the game is speeding up, he's going to look like dog crap. Franchise quarterback, that's $250 million effing dollars you pay to a dumpster. $250 million right there. Deshaun Watson, year 5 of his 5-year record-breaking contract. And quoted here, again, Jackson, this is again a week ago, but it just caught my eye. Looked like the same player in his return from a 1.5 year injury than he was before. He seemed healthy and occasionally threw downfield with confidence, but lacked consistency and too often threw into traffic. So he's still not confident in his decision-making. He's still not up to speed with the speed of the National Football League, and we're still talking practice. Didn't mean to start with the Browns. In fact, this is what happens when you check your phone before the show starts. That really bothered me. We'll talk glorious stuff. Cavaliers 2016, LeBron James. We'll talk about that coming up at 12:20. Right now, because there's no NFL, there's no NBA, Major League Baseball is in day 85, or actually close to day 90, day 95 of their Major League Baseball season. And we don't have an NHL team, even though their season's done. The next best professional sport is Love Island, USA. That's the next best professional sport. And listen, my background, I started watching last year, okay? I've heard everybody talk about the glory days of season 6. I get it. I understand that. Here's the thing about reality shows. Sometimes you need somebody to go in there and wreck blank, right? You need things to happen. These people, this cast right here, too nice. All of them, too nice. Too nice. So yes, I voted for Kinsey and Corbin. Absolutely. Yes. Because sometimes when things are too nice on reality shows, I will vote for downfalls. And I voted for Kinsey and Corbin. That's right. That's right. You want to be upset with anybody, come after me. Because I want excitement. I want people to be jumping up and down, whatever. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Now, obviously, they did not win that vote. In fact, they were in the bottom 3. So that was a part of it. I do wonder who out there in America voted for Melanie and Sincere. I do wonder who voted for Melanie and Sincere. Didn't I tell you this country had a voting problem? I'm kidding. Sorry. But come on now. Who in their right mind voted for them? And I'm glad Sincere was exposed. Glad he was exposed. He's the worst kind of exposed, too. Oh, you're so nice, you don't even realize you're a jackass. Yeah, he's a nice guy, right? So happy that Soul called him out. I cannot wait for After Sun and for Soul to just lay it out. And actually, what I find to be the best part is now when the Islanders are dumped and they're voted off, when they come back home, they jump on podcast. Maybe we'll get them on this one, or Jersey Chasers, or the Daily Spiral. We'll get them on and see what's going on. And they spill the beans, right? Soul said that this was closed island and that everybody was already coupled up. Everyone was closed off. And she came into the game she was too late to the game. She joined the show on night 3. Day 3. That's about as equal to, I don't know, Micah Parsons joining the Green Bay Packers in week 1 of the NFL season. Like, we're saying it's already closed off. That's what we're saying. Like, oh, we're done. This is it. Forget about it. Get out of here. Get out of here. No. So hopefully Soul gets another opportunity next season. It won't happen, but I ain't gonna lie, she's a baddie. So I'm a little in my feelings right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I am not gonna hold you. I'm a little bit in my feelings right now. I haven't been this emotionally upset since the Cavs blew that 22-point lead in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm a little bit upset right now. Paul, no ceilings. Listen, okay. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about we need these players. We need these people who are on Love Island, okay, to explore. We're talking about these people needing to explore. And then you got Sincere talking about, well, because she's not really in a couple, that's the end of her. You can go home. Matter of fact, you get the hell out of my villa right now. You get out. What you doing? You got heat with the boys, my friend. You got heat. You get the hell out of my villa right now. Oh, I'm locked in now. What do you think? I was going to come in and break down Big 3 basketball? Get the hell out of here. No. No. I don't know why she's upset. I don't get it. I don't know why she's upset. Well, maybe because you're a pab. Maybe a punk. That's why. That's why. So you're going to go back to Melanie, who was jumping for joy for every freaking boy that came onto the show. And then she's up here crying. I miss my man. I miss Sincere. I miss him. Meanwhile, last week, jumping on every single boy that came in. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And yes, somehow they're one of America's favorite couples. Get the hell out of here. You got me bent. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then KC, he a real one. He's so real that when they go to Casa this weekend, yeah, I want him to break. I want destruction when he goes to the other villa. I want it all. This cast is too effing nice. I can't stand it. I'm going to take you back. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And this is fresh on my mind because a year ago I binge watched all 3 seasons of this show. Flavor of Love. Yeah, I'm going to throw it back. Flavor of Love. VH1. All right. Season 1, outstanding. The peak trash reality television. Flavor Flav, his big ass clock, 20 women who pretty much had no interest, but as television, they showed it. Everybody was in for the fun. Hoops won the show, but the star of the show was New York. Miss New York and her mother was the stars of the show. Season 2 comes around. Season 2, not that bad. Not as good as season 1. So what did they do? When it came down to the finals, Final 5, guess who they brought back? Miss New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this cast, or it's time for Love Island, the producers. It's time for them to reach out and get Ace back on the show right now. It's time to get Ace back on the show. Because all these women on the show, they want to cry and keep their guys on lockdown. Forget all that. Get Ace on the show right now. Because I need these guys, other than Charlie's brother. He can go home too. I'm not, forget about Zach, Charlie. Bro, he go home. He get the hell out of my villa too. But you got all these other guys playing it safe or whatever. Get Ace in there. These people, every single person on this effing show needs a fire lit up their ass. They need something. Are you kidding me right now? What are we doing? You're on television. Embrace this. What do you think? You're going to go back? Oh, last year we were rooting for Amaya to lock it down. Like, oh, that's going to be a great couple. They broke up the moment the show ended. Come on now. Think about this. You went through 85 effing questions to be on this show. And we're going to be sitting here locking down. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even have time. I only got like a minute left in this segment. I don't even have time to get into, so the girls sitting there and they're looking at the guys up there that's left. You know, Caleb, God bless Caleb. He's he's a kid. He's a child. I know they say Corbin is too. Caleb is a child, okay? I understand you got to do what you need to do. You're looking at Gabe because Gabe got some extracurricular activities the last like 3 nights. Oh, he needs to go because he didn't explore. Hell out of here. Other than that, tonight's episode was fantastic. When we come back on Midnight Run, man, that pissed me off. And then these producers are trying to jump in. It's like, oh, we need to do this, whatever. Figure it out. What are you doing? I wish we have some more tonight. But we gotta wait. They can't even do stand-out business because they're gonna be. I love you very much. I love you. But when we lock in each other's eyes, we get lost in it. I get lost in it. It's so beautiful. Take a break. Come back after this. We're talking LeBron the 2016 Cavs. This series blew a 22-point lead. We'll be back.
Keon Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Keon Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Keon Sports is your one stop for all of it. Visit them today at keonsports.com or on YouTube at Keon Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
We had a jam-packed Wednesday, hump day. I came in, talked about Messi's hat trick, right? Hat trick Mahomes. We also had some community chat. Eli and I broke down some of the venues and some of the happenings around Cleveland. So you don't want to miss that. Also, Wednesday Vinyl Showcase. What did I have for you? It was one of my favorite albums of last year. I'm sure it was one of yours too. So make sure you check out Inside Edge Morning Show every day here, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11.
Hey guys, awesome show today on Unfiltered. Went through a variety of different topics. Talked about the Iran deal being signed by President Trump with one and only Jake Underwood. Great interview. Make sure you guys check that out when you get the chance. Also talked about some good news out of the city of Parma. Finally got that water basin finished over by York and Pleasant Valley. So many people getting flooded houses. Not anymore. Thanks to that, they can breathe a sigh of relief. Some upgrades to the infrastructure. We love to talk about that. Hey, tomorrow on the show, lots of news and notes. We'll talk about the 10-year anniversary of the Cavs championship back in 2016. And it's time. Meme of the Week. Unfiltered Meme of the Week. Right here on Unfiltered. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Right here on the Inside Edge Network.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
I saw some good memes in our network daily show thread today. I saw some good ones there. No, Kyle will have that for you coming up later today. In fact, myself, Eli, and Kyle, we will be at downtown Cleveland. Tentative plans to be at downtown Cleveland for the Cavaliers 2016 championship celebration. Before we get to that, let me go ahead and bring in Mr. Eli Moon. I haven't seen this in a couple days. It's been a minute.
Double, I got an announcement for you, actually, before we get started. I know you're usually the major programming announcement. Major program announcement. My mom, Mama Moon, brought Dots Homestyle Pretzels. Who, if you're listening, Dots, whoever does your marketing, we'd love to have you as aboard as one of our partners. As we all know, and the network will, the audience will get to know more and more. I've been pretty clear that I'm not a hot sauce kind of guy. I'm not a hot food type of guy. It's muy caliente, as they say. Yeah.
What did you just say?
I think that means very hot. I'm gonna double check myself, make sure I didn't swear. But I think it means. Hold on, now you got me worried. Muy caliente, yes, very hot.
You're fine. We played a Shump clip yesterday. I was worried doing that. I apologize. I did not realize there were some words in those clips. Never mind. Go ahead, man.
Hey, it's midnight, So I got these Dots pretzels, and very grateful for Mom Moon. She made me some spaghetti too. I gotta actually heat up. I didn't get a chance to make it before the show. But she got me buffalo, and I know buffalo to the average person out there that likes hot is like mild. Buffalo to me is like I'm on hot ones.
Buffalo's hot. No, buffalo's hot. Yeah,
it's hot. I mean, I've gone through 2 caffeinated beverages, and I've gone through 2 thirst quenching drinks you would drink on a sports field. And I will say that because I'm not giving a free plug.
But sponsored. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Rules. That's right. But I ate these pretzels, bro. I mean, I was like, man, Double's gonna call me on at the worst time and be like mid bite of a buffalo pretzel, and I'm like, oh man. So during the break, I had to go.
Do you have any left on your plate?
Oh yeah.
Can you show it to the camera?
So like, this is the bag.
Oh yeah, buffalo.
Got like this still on it, like this all like, yeah, bro. We might be bringing that downtown. Yeah.
You're gonna be on fire. You better. You know what? Maybe you need. Hold up. I heard. What's the rule on spicy food and milk? Are you not supposed to consume? Are you supposed to consume milk?
I don't know. I mean, are you referencing when you had that wing that one time and you drank 3 glasses of milk?
To this day, that story pisses me off. And you know why, huh?
Oh yeah. And you know what? Nobody was safe that day except for me, because I told Jack John. Jack John was home from Minnesota. I said, Jack, I'm not doing it. He said, come on, Mooney baby, come on.
You know who
come
got dealt with that day? Mac Robinson.
on. Mac Robinson got
92.3 is
dealt
Mac Robinson. Yeah.
with. Oh yeah, he sat
Oh,
down
that was
all
not
happy.
good.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh hey, how are you? Definitely did a real good job of like wiping off all the sweat from his forehead and like from
I
that
know.
wing. And dude, look, that wing was basically called Atomic. Was it called Atomic Death? Is that what it was called?
I believe so. Yes, it was. Yes.
I'm not eating anything with the word death in it.
I think again, my thing is I like buffalo because there's a little bit of flavor to it.
Yes.
I like spices with flavor. Anything that's just hot, just for the hell of it being hot, no. The worst ghost pepper. Oh no. Oh
Dude.
no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I don't get it. And then you get like, the people that try the hot ones, like wing sauce, like the dab. No, only dab I'm doing is this.
I want to honestly, I would like to do a hot ones thing on our network.
Dude, okay, you know what?
I would
I would do it. I would do it on
I want to
Midnight
do
Run.
it.
I would. We should plan a Midnight Run episode where I'll be on screen with you and we just go through our wings and ask each other some sports questions.
Actually, we'll do this. Your dad, Papa Moon.
Yeah.
Real talk with Papa Moon. You got the studio already, and we'll do it there.
Okay, yeah. He while we're talking about Pop Moon, I'll just let you know right here on the airways that you have an open invite for this weekend. Pop Moon's like, look, I went shopping at the store. I got some dinner, and you know what? It was so nice having Double A over last week for dinner. Tell him he's invited first off anytime, but he is gonna want to be over this weekend because I'm making some good stuff. So you're invited.
You know what? If there's something available Sunday, I'll take you up on that offer. My friends, their son 1 year birthday.
Oh, that's a big one.
Saturday.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Can't miss that. In fact, this whole weekend is going to be. I meant to ask you this. This is the actual reason why I brought you on the screen.
Yeah.
When you hear us talk about Love Island, do you think we sound ridiculous?
No, I feel like I'm like at FOMO. I'm feeling I'm missing out, man. Like, Papa Moon the other day was scrolling on, and he's like, should we watch Love Island? I was like, maybe. And then the Stanley Cup was on, so I turned the Stanley Cup on instead, and then the power went out. So I did not watch the Stanley Cup or Love Island. I think I just feel like I'm missing out, but I just don't know where I'm going to find the time to watch Love Island right now.
Well, it all depends. For me, it works because it's really in the dead period of sports.
True.
Like in prime time. Like, it's always great to talk sports. Every single day, it's always great to talk sports. But, I mean, the Guardians played earlier this afternoon, and things. So, I will say this. Perhaps I have the upper hand on the 11 o'clock show. But when Love Island season's done, there's other shows that I am not up to speed on. And I'm going to be right. Oh, so what happened with Summer House? Boy.
Well, it was a house in the summer, and they enjoyed it all summer.
I will say this. If the Inside Edge Network existed during the prime years of Jersey Shore, yeah, we would have been breaking down Snooki and the situation. Vinny.
Well,
would have been a whole breakdown.
I'll be honest, and I know we're talking reality shows here, and I'm going to disappear into the behind the scenes for a moment because I think this is a beautiful segue. We want to talk about situations. I think there's a 41, 42-year-old that has a situation right now, it seems like.
He does, and then I will follow up with this. If there's a team that is fitting of a reality show that people will love and enjoy to watch, it's actually this 2016 Cavs team. And one of the members that's on that was on that team is LeBron James, who is still participating in basketball right now with all the gray and stuff right there, like the gray hair and stuff. Professor Bron, as we call him these days, taking calculus basketball courses, as we could say, or golf, who knows? Here's the interesting thing. We kind of, it's fun to relive the 2016 Cavs team. We got all day to do it. In fact, I will give you a plug for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow on Midnight Run, we're going to 75 to 80% of the show is going to be us reminiscing about that whole run. Not just the 2016 team, but everything that went about it, from the team forming to them falling short in 2015. Yes, we're going to talk about Kenny Olynyk. F you. We're going to talk about loose arms, missing arms. But the Cavs championship in 2016. Kevin Durant afterwards joining the Golden State Warriors. We'll get into that. The 2017 finals, if you look back at the four teams during LeBron's second era here in Cleveland, you could make a case the 2017 Cavs were the better team than 2016, but Kevin Durant was just a cheat code. So, and that's why the participation comment by the ESPN commentator really pissed me off, because, you're upset that we've had 8 different NBA champions. Okay, so what happened? So what do you want super teams to form again? Is that what we want? Do we want Jalen Brunson to team up with Jaylen Brown and other Jalen's in the NBA? There's a lot of Jalen's in the NBA. That's kind of bothering me. There's a ton of Jalen's, but you want all of them to team up? Come on now. But we'll go through all that tomorrow on Midnight Run. Tonight, I do want to. We have a Cavs story we're going to talk about here, but also I do want to lead here with LeBron. How would a LeBron retirement tour look here in Cleveland? Let's be real about what we're seeing here. We obviously know that the 2016 Cavs celebration is huge. It's going to be fun. It's Juneteenth. So for a good chunk of people here locally, it's a 3-day weekend. It's going to be fantastic. But here's the truth. Rich Paul, he was on with Pat McAfee about a week ago. And he was talking about, it's like they have not had conversations yet about his future. Now, there's one option that we're going to talk heavily about in our next segment, in our new Thursday triple play segment, and that's LeBron with the Golden State Warriors. And hopefully that doesn't come to fruition, but apparently, if you read ESPN articles, that Tim McMenamin has mentioned like that's the second option, Golden State. But Cleveland is always on the table. So how will it look? On the floor, I think if LeBron is not the first option, he won't be, but you have to contend with LeBron. I think on the floor, it's going to be great. I think on the floor, it's going to be fantastic. On the floor, it's going to be leadership in there. You're going to have somebody with championship experience. You're going to have somebody in that locker room who doesn't fear competition. Like, you're going to be locked in. That part of it's going to be good. But this wholesome, we're happy about this Cavs team, this roster, I mean, that goes away. The sole focus of this team would be LeBron James and the retirement tour. Think about all the business. Think about all the people who are LeBron fans. It's going to be, honestly, it's going to be kind of a rock star type of environment. It's going to be surreal. It's going to absolutely be surreal. Think about, all the parties and stuff. I think about our guy Cliche, what his next hit was going to be if LeBron's back in town. Like, I think about all these things. Think about like how the city's going to be turned up. Can you imagine? Actually, Eli, I do need you because this involves you. Can you imagine if LeBron James comes back and we have Moon Bash hosted by my guy to my left, or if you're watching on YouTube, my guy down here, Eli, Moon, and LeBron's back in the city?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, man. It'd be pretty cool, man. He definitely got an invite. He definitely could show up, and anybody who else wants to show up from the Cavaliers, they are more than welcome to come on in, man. It's gonna be a fun summer already, right? I mean, with everything going on in Cleveland, and I think a LeBron reunion would really ignite the Cavaliers season. Is it enough to get it done? Is it enough to win a championship? I don't think by himself, but it would be fun.
I guess let me actually go ahead and finish your point. I have a follow-up question. Go ahead.
You're all good. I just would say it would be fun. And I think it would be, everybody loves a good feel-good story, and that's what it would be. We saw Damian Lillard go back to Portland after the Milwaukee experience to rehab, and he's going to probably play for Portland again this upcoming season. We've seen guys reunite on their old squads and with their old coaches, and for LeBron, this would just be coming back to finish the story, like Cody Rhodes here in Cleveland. But yeah, besides that, I don't know. X's and O's wise, how does he fit in if there's nobody else coming with him? Because now you're adding another guy, and you have 3 isolation basketball players, and Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and LeBron James.
Yeah, only one basketball. That's why the Golden State thing is kind of baffling to me from a basketball standpoint. But
right.
I understand. We talked about it. I think LeBron wants to play with his bros. Like he wants to play with, So that would be the only reason. I think that's why that's on the table. But I think this is going to be one of those cases. Listen, I'll play out a scenario for you, Eli.
Okay.
Let's say we're back in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we're facing, I don't know, New York again in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we lose that series in 5, and we're only competitive in like one of the games.
Oh no!
I think while we're on the air bitching and moaning about the Cavaliers once again falling short, I think there's going to be a good segment of fans that would just be happy that LeBron's here. I think that's what LeBron does bring to the table here in Cleveland. Honestly, you get a good chunk of people who will not care about the overall grand scheme result of what he brings to the table.
And we talk all the time with the Guardians, and we were talking yesterday on Inside Edge Primetime, Chad and I, about the Guardians and if they should bring in a short-term rental, Luis Arias or one of these guys that probably won't re-sign with the Guardians, right? That's what LeBron is. LeBron's a rental. You're getting 1 season of LeBron James. So if it doesn't work out with a championship, and let's be honest, LeBron is going to make sure that this roster is still constructed in a way that he is happy with. Yes, Donovan is the guy right now, and James Harden, he is right there in lockstep with Donovan. But as soon as LeBron James walks in that door, it is LeBron's roster. He is going to find a way to bring in some guys that he is comfortable with. And we've seen it twice now in Cleveland. And that's, I guess, my only hesitation is we have seen it twice in Cleveland where the roster gets constructed around LeBron and then he leaves. And we're sitting here like, what do we do with this?
There's a real possibility that if Bron comes here and is only here for a season, let's just be real about age, he's only here for 1 year. There's a legit possibility that you could be left with a team with just Evan Mobley, maybe? Now, hold up. Let me set this up, though. I will say this. If 2020, I'll lay out the scenario I just laid out a couple seconds ago. Cavs running back goes to the Eastern Finals, and they lose in 5, and they're not competitive against New York or whoever. Insert team, doesn't matter. And LeBron retires. And obviously, in order to get LeBron James, you got to give up stuff, as you just mentioned. And then you're going to have, let's say these guys are on the team. James Harden at that point will be 38. Donovan Mitchell, you're making a choice about what to do with his contract if, again, he's still on the team. And then you probably, if it's a sign and trade kind of situation, Jared Allen's not on this team anyway next year.
Right.
So if 27, 28, you're just left with Evan Mobley. Are you ready for a rebuild surrounded, Evan Mobley and young talent? Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I guess it's the question, we'd have to look at it and see where Dan Gilbert stands at that point, because obviously he's in championship mode and he wants to win a championship, and it doesn't work out and they go and trade essentially the farm for LeBron or a good chunk, then yeah, it's not going to look great. And the other thing too is I've been wondering recently with all this LeBron rumors and Giannis, but especially LeBron, is Donovan Mitchell okay with LeBron James coming here? And at the end of the day, I don't care if Donovan is, But that's a question the Cavaliers have to ask, because let's not forget when LeBron came back to Cleveland and played earlier this year that Jalen Tyson said this is Donovan Mitchell's city now, and that they're going to talk about Donovan Mitchell like they did for LeBron and do for LeBron here in Cleveland. So is that just Jalen Tyson saying that, or was that locker room talk that got out to the public because Jalen Tyson was excited after a win? You wonder where Donovan Mitchell's at. We have spent time in the Daily Spiral with Autumn and Chad. They did a great job right before you here on Midnight Run. And in talking about Kyrie and the distance he has from that 2016 Cavaliers team. And the big reason, and we don't have the clip tonight, but, Iman Shumpert was talking about how Kyrie just wanted to go beat Bron. He wanted to go just get to the chance where he can say, I'm the man and I beat you, and you wonder where Donovan Mitchell's head's at, right? Is he going to be okay with LeBron coming in here and being like, this is my team, follow my lead, and guess what? I helped you get to your title. Or is Donovan Mitchell going to start exploring his options? We've heard from Brian Windhorst on ESPN, talking on ESPN Cleveland over there about, hey, just because Donovan doesn't sign an extension, they're still in a good spot. And that sounds nice, and Brian Windhorst does a great job. That sounds like a lot of lip service, because to be honest,
all lip service, all of it.
If they bring in LeBron and Donovan hasn't inked an extension, the probability of Donovan Mitchell being on this roster by the end of the following season, not very high.
It's slim. It's very slim. I am on record in saying if Donovan Mitchell's not willing to sign, if you want to, it's a two-way street here, folks. If you don't want Donovan Mitchell long-term, I'm looking to trade him right now. Here's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling the feelers out. I'm seeing what the market is. And you let teams know, hey, this is what we're thinking. And maybe with the goal of having something ready by the All-Star break.
Right.
I'm looking at something like that, because even the LeBron factor that you pointed out, that's true too. And Donovan Mitchell is kind of similar to Sincere from Love Island from this standpoint. He does not want to be looked at as being the heel,
right?
To use a wrestling term.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want to be the heel.
Yeah.
But he would be the heel if he publicly forced this way out.
Absolutely. And the other thing to consider too, and I know it's going to be a name that people are not going to always be about. He's a polarizing name. Trae Young did decline his player option in Washington.
Yeah, he did.
That is interesting. He didn't play a single game in Washington yet. I know they're the front runner per reports, but you wonder, could Trae Young link up with LeBron or Giannis wherever they go? I think it'd be more likely that he teams up with LeBron James wherever he goes. And that would open up the door where you bring Trae Young in, and now James Harden can be the secondary ball handler, and LeBron James is orchestrating there. So there are a lot of different things the Cavaliers can do. Am I saying bringing Trae Young in is the answer? No. But Trae Young wants to win, and that's the one thing I think difference-wise that Donovan and Trae Young don't have. The one similarity they don't have is Trae Young lives for the pressure. Does he always come up to the occasion? Does he handle it all the time? No. But does he love it? Yeah, this was the guy who was getting booed out of Madison Square Garden in a second-round playoff series, his second year in the league. The guy wants to win.
It's the guy who sent us home. It's the guy who sent us home during the play-in all those years back. Everybody talks about New York in 2023. I was at downtown Cleveland in 2022. When we had two opportunities to go to the playoffs, and Trae Young sent us home.
Yeah.
In our building, sent us home.
And I'll say this. I know we got to go to break here in just a moment, Double A. I will say this. Who is Trae Young represented by? Clutch Sports. You're
exactly right, though. Any move that LeBron, if LeBron, and that's why the safe option is the Lakers, and we buried the lead here on LeBron here. The safe option is the Lakers, but the Lakers, by most indication, they don't want to sign him to the max.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both parties know that. It's contract negotiations. They're playing hardball. the Lakers don't need to re-sign LeBron James other than a retirement tour that those fans won't really appreciate.
Right.
They won't. The selling point is that's your home. You won't have to go anywhere. And it's a good selling point. There's a good shot LeBron stays with the Lakers. There's a good shot. I think there's another shot. I just heard leakage in my bathroom.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh.
We got to go to break. I got to check this out. We'll be right back.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
What's going on, Inside Edge Network? Yeah, this is Omar Klessel from the morning show. We had a jam-packed one for you. What the hell happened to Portugal? I don't know. Well, I actually kind of do know. So you're going to have to check us out for that. We also talked Gutty Mac. Yes, Gutty Mac. We went in depth where he's going to be, what he's doing right now, and where he's going to be at. So check that segment out as well. And Thursday Media Throwback, we had an awesome chat about Tremors. Yeah, if you've never seen Tremors before, check it out. It's a good series. So really jam-packed for you, one for you this Thursday. Make sure you check us out. InsideEdgeNetwork.com is where you can find us. Keep it locked in here. We got a great Thursday here for you. Inside Edge Network.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
All right, so we have an update. Bathroom's in the clear. Okay, I had to interrupt my point about LeBron. Bathroom is in the clear. I heard occasionally here at our home base studios, the water will start to get. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Eli, you got to come on the screen. I've been waiting for this to happen during one of the live tapings of this show. Okay. I don't know if my upstairs neighbors have ever watched this show.
We're about to find out.
And if they do watch this show, I'm going to hear about it tomorrow or next week.
Or in 10 minutes.
Or in about 10 minutes. They're arguing upstairs right now.
So
now.
the reporter in me wants to ask, like, do you know what the context is?
It's usually the same thing. It's usually relationship issues from what I hear from the downstairs. It's usually relationship issues. A lot of gaslighting from what I hear. It's the, dude ain't nothing. She ain't nothing. She cheated. He cheated. I had other dudes. I've had other dudes here. I work from home. I've never seen another dude. I have never seen another dude walk. Oh man, it's getting good too. They were arguing during prime time. I had to turn you guys down. They were arguing during prime time.
Instead of turning us up so you could hear us, you're like, no. I got to hear the good stuff.
I mean, you guys are both entertaining, but I think at that point of the show, you guys were talking about the Knicks parade and people stripping and passing out, and then they come back to life and try to make out with the women that helped them,
dude,
and twerking while fighting and stuff. Like, one thing we have beat over New York. Our championship celebrations was safe here in Cleveland.
Yeah, except for Rizicki's sunburnt bandana tan line and my burnt face. But yeah, besides that, we did pretty well. We did pretty well.
See, that's the key. That's why you go. My buddy and I. We'll talk more about this on tomorrow's show. My buddy and I. We were both supervisors at that time at Cedar Point, and it's like, okay, supervisors can't all take time off at the same time. So it's like, crap, we got to make a choice. Either we go, one goes to game 7, the other goes to the parade. And I made it known I do not want to go to the parade because I have low tolerance. It's going to be hot. That's going to give me the game. I'll go to game in downtown Cleveland, not like in Golden, not in Oakland, but the celebrations in Cleveland. I'll go to game 7. I want to be in downtown Cleveland if the Cavs win the title. Yeah. And then my buddy got to go to the parade. I think we both won.
Sure sounds like it. You know what? And you guys sound like you were a strong supervisor. So, I knew the amusement park was in great hands.
That was a different story, but thank you for the compliment.
Back to you.
I'm just eyeing update. We might have updates for you before 1 o'clock. Okay. This has been a wild, 5 minutes of programming, folks. Things that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Juneteenth. And again, we'll talk more about it on tomorrow's show, but it's a newer holiday, but it's, deep in roots and things like that. So, definitely good day to celebrate Juneteenth. All right. We do have a new segment. My final point on LeBron. We were just talking about it. LeBron's not going anywhere alone. And we'll talk more, but here in Cleveland, it will be a circus. Some people will care about the winning, others will not. And in the terms of Donovan Mitchell, he's going to have to make a choice of what he wants to do. He does not want to be the heel in this situation, but he's going to have to make that call. Okay. We have a new segment here on Midnight Run. Every Thursday, we are debuting this segment. It is called Triple Play Thursday. And actually, I need Eli back on the screen because he is going to play Triple Play Thursday. Eli, Are you ready? Do you know the rules to Triple Play Thursday?
Well, no, because it's a new segment, Double A. So please explain.
That's right. That's right.
That's
I thought you were gonna lie and say, yeah, I know the rules. Like, no, you don't. I never even explained the rules. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to lay out one thing at a time here.
Okay.
You got to give a good probability of a particular event happening.
Okay.
If it's a good probability,
yeah,
we'll give you a single.
Okay.
And then we move on to the next thing. If that's a good probability, you move to second base. And then if that's a good probability, you get a triple.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I like that. You know, it's a little different than like the relationship style of getting to third base, but I'm down. Let's play it.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, maybe it can. So here we go. This again, remember it's baseball. It's hard to get on base. So here we go. So our first base question, Mr. Eli Moon.
Yes.
Give me the probability of the Atlanta Falcons, led by Kevin Stefanski, to win the NFC South.
Got the
and before
Bucks.
you answer, I did load in a clip from Stefanski talking about the QB room. In fact, he had a very detailed explanation about what's going on currently in Atlanta. Let's go ahead and play that audio.
We're not giving out any jobs in June. We'll continue with every player at every position to bring the guys along at the pace that they're able to. With any competition, quote unquote, those things work themselves out down the line. As a team, I think we have to realize, players have to realize that we're all working towards the same goal right now in June, and that's building a foundation for this football season.
Boy, don't you miss Kevin Stefanski and his basic level answers?
You know, quote unquote competition. Well, yeah, I would say the same thing if it was Tua and Michael Penix as my quarterback competition. Damn. Saints are going to be good again, I think, this year. They're going to surprise some people with Shaw at quarterback. The Bucks could be feisty again with Baker. And, you know, the Panthers did win the division last year. I'm going to say that this is I'm going to say 53% chance that the Atlanta Falcons win the NFC South because of Bijan Robinson, because of the talent around whoever does play quarterback. They've been getting better at defense. And you know what? Stefanski usually does well in his first 2 years as the head coach. It's usually year 3 and 4 when they get used to him, where he starts unraveling.
Yeah, but usually year 1, he wins Coach of the Year.
Exactly. So I'm going to say 53% chance, just because the Bucks and the Saints could be very feisty.
Now, let's be clear. While 53%, that is not a passing grade if you're in class. That is above 500.
Right.
So we'll allow it. We'll get you the first base.
All right.
All right. Next question. We were talking about LeBron James, retirement tour, how it's going to look in Cleveland. We'll talk more about that in the coming days. But the probability, here's the question. What is the probability of LeBron James joining the Golden State Warriors in this upcoming season?
We just talked about the Cavs. You know, the Lakers could go back. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, maybe surprises. People goes to New York, but he really rocks with Steph Curry. They both golf. You know, they're both a little bit older. You know, you got all that. I'm gonna say that this is at a 59% chance that he joins the Golden State Warriors this upcoming offseason.
And here's the thing: if he still wants to stay in California and family, right? He still wants to stay. There's definitely a chance he could still conduct business there. So, yeah. Well, let's move you on. I don't want that to happen. That's gonna suck. But
It is.
I get it though. Remember LeBron's history. You know, brotherhood, of course, St. Vincent, St. Mary, and you know, with his teammates and stuff. That's what he would. It's fine. All right. Final question to get you to third base. It's a tough one. Are you, Mr. Eli Moon, willing to try and consume a bacon wrap honey bun?
100%. 100%. Give me the third. 100%. I'll eat 2 of them. Does that get me home? I'll eat 2 of them.
So, if I go with you and Omar to Brothers Lounge tomorrow,
yes,
And I don't know if I'm going to make it to Wadsworth, but at some point, we're going to try this. And I almost thought about buying it today. Matter of fact, if I don't have it by Monday, I will try it out through the air fryer on Monday's show.
I love it. I love it. Dude, 100%. I would smash a bacon wrapped honey bun. Are you kidding me? Dude, that sounds so good. And you know what? We were talking about the honey. You don't even have to put the honey on it. Just dip it in honey.
You could dip it in honey. You do whatever you want. I like the hot honey and all that stuff, man. So, all right. Bonus question to bring it home, to close it out. And enjoy your weekend. GTA 6. You can finally pre-order the game, I believe, on the 25th. You can pre-order it. How much are you willing to pay for GTA 6?
I'm just not a big video game guy anymore. And I'll be honest admission here. I've only played one GTA game all the way through. It's GTA 5. So I haven't played too many GTA, but it was a lot of fun. I would pay, video games like for standard rate were 50. So I would wait till it dropped down. I'd pay about $35 for GTA.
Hold up,
6.
you said the standard rate of video games is $50?
Pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, you're right. You do realize GTA 6 is probably going to cost, like, you probably want to add an extra zero.
Then I'm out. Realized already exciting enough. I mean, they're basically just making it real life. Like, you see all the crazy stuff going on there. I'd pay $35 to $40. That is it.
Okay, I'm bluffing here. The industry standard for video games, I believe now is $70.
Not paying that.
So you might be looking at $70 to $80.
I'd rather go buy bacon and some honey buns and pay $70 worth of bacon wrapped honey buns.
I do have one little video game rant, and then we're done. We're done. Is there a reason why? Maybe I'm not up to speed on the new Maddens.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy the new college football video games, but I'm not. Is there a reason why these games don't have like dynasty modes and franchise modes?
It's literally the best mode you could have in Madden. It's like, yeah, I get my players fun and all that, but what happens, like, eventually you're like, okay, dude, but I want to like play as the other guys on the team, like, and I don't like they have that like skip through where it's like you're now joining the game and you're down 24-0. It's like, dude, why? Like, why am I even playing?
I thought that was a staple. Like, again, I grew up with the 2000s, the mid 2000s Maddens and the NCAA footballs. I thought it was and ESPN 2K. I thought it was a staple to have a franchise mode, a dynasty mode, like to actually play through your NFL season and play through multiple NFL seasons and college football seasons. Like, what are we doing? Man,
well,
I believe in college football, you have that because you have the recruiting factor.
Right.
But in Madden, what?
Well, everything's online nowadays, W, with the inclusion of esports and the way it's taken over now. I think about it. Everybody's playing pickup games. They're playing quick online games and stuff like that. So there's really no need for franchise mode because everybody's online.
But you don't go through adversity of having to win games throughout your season.
Well, not everybody's built like us.
I mean, online, I told you already. I told people already. I don't do online because if I'm down by 2 touchdowns against a stranger, I'm turning the game off.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the satisfaction getting a W off of me. You're going to waste your 20 minutes, 25 minutes of playing the game because I'm turning it off. No.
I love it. The worst online ass whooping I've ever taken is in UFC. UFC online is not for the weak. Like, you get in there and you're like, all right, I'm going to throw a few punches. And they take you to the ground and submit you in the first, 2 minutes. Like, all right, this sucks.
You know what sports game I miss? I thought it was, goated.
What's that?
You remember Fight Night?
Bro, with Bernard Hopkins on the freaking cover? Come on. Yes, I remember Fight Night. I loved, and then you got the corner action. Like, you actually, had to ice him up and everything. If you didn't get it done and give him enough, your fighter enough, recovery, then he's going in and getting that ass whooped in the next round. Like, it was so important, man. Like, you had to boom, gotta get him ready to go. And dude, Bernard Hopkins, the freaking soundtrack was so good, man.
Oh, the soundtrack was cold.
Dude.
Cold. Soundtrack was fantastic.
Man, Fight Night.
Yeah. Sports video games in the 2000s, 90s and 2000s was goated. In fact, one of my favorites was on the old now. Oh my goodness, it's old now. The Sega Dreamcast. Ready to Rumble boxing, the Afro and stuff, starring Michael. And we would have a clip for you of that game and him announcing the "Let's get ready." But instead, we will play the station ID so we can stay on the air. Good night.